Hello, friends. Welcome back to another evening of Not Great RPG. We are Not Great RPG. This is Princes of the Apocalypse, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We're going to go around the table and say who we are, and then DJ will read the recap, and we will get into the episode. I am Don, and I play Soot Alpenshard, the Fire Ganassi Evocation Wizard on this one.
I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Zafira Yinro, the Air Ganassi Ranger.
John and I play Raz, and my mask is fucked up.
I'm Mike. I play Fizzlewick Glimmereye, the gnome artificer.
I'm Tom, and I play Nikolai Graves, and he is a human paladin. Because every group needs a straight man.
Yep, that's what it is. And, hi, my name's DJ. I'm gonna be the DM for y'all. So where we left off in your last session, you had woken up in the tomb underneath of Red Larch. The day before, you had had a pretty intense battle there and spent the night. As you awoke, you began to poke around at your surroundings and see what you could find in the room, do some investigation. That's when you discovered how to make the floor activate to make the stones float. In doing so, your Fizzlewick and Raz were playing with the stones while Soot was inspecting the room and heard a door open through a wall. In the face of the puzzle, you guys decided to just break the door down.
Sounds right.
So,
Sounds like us.
truly,
To be fair, we thought it was open already.
so he broke the door down and proceeded to collect the treasure that was inside of that room. Later, you explored the exterior passageways, and the one corridor you found had been blocked by stones. As the rest of the party worked on removing the blockage from the hallway, that's when Raz turned into a spider, moved to the other side, and began to explore further. He found himself at the end of the tunnel in what looked to be a garden shed. At that point, he turned around to rejoin the party. The passage was cleared, and the party exited. It's when you guys met Constable Harbuck. He was waiting for you. While discussing your experience with him, you were interrupted by a man who introduced himself as Ilmeth Whalver, the owner of Whalver's Wagon Works, in which the tunnel is located. He did some convincing and was able to convince Constable Harbuck to not look into it any further. Said he would handle it all on his own and repair the ground as well. After discussing it a little bit further with him, you guys arranged a meeting the next day back in the Tomb of Stones, where Fizzlewick tinkered with a piece of stone and became the leader of the believers in the town of Red Larch. After that, you all went to the local inn called the Swinging Sword. There you met a man reading a dwarvish book, which you learned was recently acquired from the town of Womford, where they received a large shipment of these dwarvish books. After a night's rest, you awoke and began to plan your movements for the next day, and that's when you decided to start to pursue the missing delegation that you heard that came from Westbridge through... I hate doing this every time.
Wait,
Westbridge through Bellyard to Summit Hall.
Okay, so where are we heading? To Westbridge?
The delegation was last seen 10 days ago in the town of Bellyard. And that's where we're picking up today.
All right.
Alrighty.
I had recommended Westbridge before, so I thought that was better.
I just need to quick check my inventory before we do. Well, you guys can do whatever you need to do, but just want to see if I have anything for my bud over here.
What time of day are we at?
It's early morning.
This is it.
I would like to pour a little bit of my water skin into my hand and let Bearmy lick it out.
Okay.
And then show him it and start pouring more in.
Okay. As you pour more water, he starts to lick it as it's coming from. Yeah.
What?
I would like to give him a bunch of scratches
Okay.
and let him know that he is the best bear in the entire world.
Make an animal handling check.
Ooh, tough.
Damn,
a tough
that's
one. Who's
probably...
the best bear?
Oh, dude, it's a 19.
19? All right, yeah, you give him some good pets.
Yeah. Is he into it? He's happy.
It's all right.
Alright. Whatever. Still happy with him. Still loving to pieces. Hey, Fizzlewick. When I see you finish your little mechanical animal, when can you get started on maybe bear armor for bear me?
Yeah, very
Like maybe
soon.
cyborg parts, laser eye,
Maybe not that.
rocket launcher, shoulders.
But I'm
what's
gonna
a
start
cyborg?
measuring him right
I'm
now.
not sure. Read it in script one time.
You know, I'll walk
Sounds
over
like
to him
cool
and
work.
start measuring.
The bear.
Start measuring,
Very
some
good.
arms, his head.
Get
I
some,
love it.
Get some bear
Get some
measurements.
As
Start
people are
scribbling.
walking by down the road, casting you second glances at you measuring a bear just in front of an inn.
This is
I'm
normal.
gonna glare at every single one of them that like.
They
Hey,
shoot a
send-
sideways glance and catch your eye and then just look down.
Yeah. Do you not want to protect your bears?
Don't mind us. It's none of our business.
Thank you. You're fine, Fizzlewick.
Please be careful. Bears are mean.
They're great. This one's great. We saved him from a circus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So man's he stops and he goes, really? What circus did you?
It's
there
a
was-
small traveling circus.
There wasn't actually anyone.
Barnaby's magical animals and things.
Yes. I haven't seen them in quite some time, but I have heard they were touring the area. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
How'd you do that?
What?
Just pull that right out your ass.
Yeah.
Barnaby's. That was good.
All right. So you guys have all decided you want to move over to Bellyard, right?
Yes. Right.
Um,
That's
That's where
Yes.
the
They
delegation.
They were last seen 10 days ago.
Yes, that's correct. Now, so Bellyard is about a days and a half travel from Red Larch. It cuts through the center of Somber Hills. So it will be a day and a half travel. There's really no way to
Yeah.
go quickly, you know?
Sure.
For a ride. Would you like to ride bear me? Just for a little while. I know you have little legs.
Sure.
Yeah. I know bear me still likes you a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many animals do we have in this group now? 2, 3, 4. Raz, you need animal.
Raz is an animal.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not an animal.
we've all literally seen you turn.
A party animal.
Insight check. Is that true?
I've never,
Roll
what,
D20?
never partied a day in my life.
Nat 1.
You have
You look over and go, "Ha, nerd."
I don't know what a party is.
Raz,
I don't. What?
work with me here.
I don't want to work with you.
Literally been saying
I
that
don't-
for weeks now.
I'm
pretty
not an
sure
animal.
Once you did.
A lot of people do. That's not really a new thing. So,
Don't call me an animal.
okay. I said party animal.
I'm not.
You know, woo!
I don't do that.
Okay.
I've never done that in my life. Mr. Fizzlewick,
Yes.
do you want his bones?
Now that you mentioned it, I do need some bones for some
You
stuff.
do? Interesting.
I do need some amount of bones.
For the armor.
Not for the armor,
Oh.
for some other stuff.
Just for fun.
I do need.
Just for fun.
Yeah, I need bones
Just
for
some
for
fun bones.
for a good time.
I like those.
He's making bone weights to work out with. First he started with chicken bone, he moved to human bone, then ogre bone.
That's right.
What is an ogre?
Funny you should ask. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I eat its bones?
All right, so you guys exit Red Larch through the road that leads out of the northeast. This road is called the Larch Path.
Creative.
Like I said, it cuts straight through the heart of the Somber Hills, where it connects to the Stone Trail, which carries you to Bellyard. So you guys begin making your way along the path. At first, it starts off slightly hilly with some, plains, meadows, beautiful visions that you can see as you're walking. But before long, it does turn into slightly harsh terrain. The hills are one after another, and they're steep and then really steep going down. As you guys are making your way through a particularly hilled area, you come to the top of one hill. Make a perception check.
Everybody.
Yes.
Ooh. 9. Not very good.
17.
Cool.
17.
Cool.
18.
Cool.
23.
All right.
Do I
So-
see his bones?
Don, you look down at the ground.
Fine ass dirt over here, Raz.
Stab him. I brandish the silent knife. Just look at his ass and then just put it back.
Is that a,
Wait,
Chris-
you look
is that
in
a
his
Christmas
ass?
movie?
Mm-hmm.
The Silent
The
Knife?
silent knife.
The Christmas Killer.
It's a very good.
Oh!
I
that a
didn't
real
do that
movie?
either. That wasn't me.
If that's not a real movie, we should just take this Twitch stream down right now and start working on that.
Yeah, start making that movie immediately.
It's
take
almost Christmas season. We can
I'll
put
take
it
a
out in a month.
page from the McElroys. TM.
All right. So you do look down into the valley that's ahead of you. The rest of you, about we'll say 3 or 4 hill crests away that you can see. You see 3 from where you are, roughly humanoid figures. You see smoke rising off of the top of that hill.
Okay. What time of day is it now? Just so we
Still
know.
morning, right?
It's bright. It's early morning.
It's still morning? Okay. All right. So that means that we have not been traveling that long. Very good. Very good.
You said there's humanoid figures?
Yes. Yep.
Mr. Fizzlewick, I think they have bones.
I think they might.
Very good.
I think it's safe to assume that everyone in the general vicinity has bones.
Like, have you
I
seen
have
Soot's
bones.
I guess they're pretty good.
And skin.
I have skin and bones.
Normal skin.
Normal skin, normal bones.
Normal bones.
Well, it's not exactly normal skin.
That's fucked up.
I mean, you're burned to
That's-
shit,
that's
bro.
his-
that's
his
very
fault.
offensive. That hurts my feelings.
He's your friend.
That hurts me. That hurts
Shit, I
deep.
forgot that I made that
me
roll.
deeply.
You're 100% his friend.
You've
100%.
brought back my worst.
100%.
That's the hardest. That's the hardest part to roleplay as this character is remembering that I have to be friends with
Oh
you.
man, I gotta be friends with Don. Oh,
No,
darn.
Don, I love you.
The ridiculous Russian accent. Easy as fuck. Friendship with Don. Ooh. Give me the Oscar. I've been getting one for a year straight.
I would like to thank the Academy. True. I'd like to thank the Academy.
Paul says try doing it for an entire campaign. I'm sorry.
I love you, Paul.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Too real.
All right. So what would y'all like to do about
You
these?
said 3 hills away?
Yeah, 3 hill crests away.
Okay.
I'm going to.
You live. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. What? Watch my back for a second, please.
What are you doing? You don't see anything.
I stand directly behind him, like just my back to his back.
Excuse me. I'm holding the knife, like just up in front of my face.
Does anyone tell me about those people? Because Zara's pointed out I can't do this otherwise.
As you're standing on the crest of the hill, I'll say you're standing close to Baramy, and he starts to sniff the air and begins to growl.
What is it, boy?
And his
Did
eyes
someone fall in a well?
His eyes kind of lock across the hills.
Okay, I look out. Do I
You're
see
just
these
gonna let
people
him
now?
see them. Just let him look at.
I would like to use my speech of the woods and interpret Baramy's motions and sounds.
All right,
Because I can do that.
As he's staring at him, you just hear, eat him, kill him, eat him.
Is Barry that violent?
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking
He re-
bear.
He
Baramy said they're nice people. We should go over to them. He seems to trust them.
Well, I'll chuck him out and see if I.
No, don't waste your time. They're very nice people. They smell very friendly.
Yeah, inside check, go ahead.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Fight me.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Ooh, first natural 20 with these dice. Feels good. I'm gonna check it out anyway. If anybody could watch my back, please, for a moment.
I got you.
I'm just
take
gonna.
stand behind you, my
I
brother.
take my bag and wrap it in my arms.
Why would you do that?
I'm gonna pull out
You
my
took
long
it the
bow.
last time.
I did not. You dropped it. I gave it to you.
Oh,
Just
you're
readying
right.
my bow.
You fucking
You're
believed
right.
me.
You're right.
Oh, you fucking
You're
pull
right,
this
you're
shit.
right,
I got my
forgot.
knife.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I don't do anything with the bag.
By the way, that was
I know that he
in
stole
real
it,
life.
so
He has his knife too. That's the problem.
Okay, so I'm going to send out my owl friend and close my eyes and transfer my consciousness into its eyes and fly above through the air over to these people to see what I can see.
Okay. As you're flying over the hill crests, you see the valleys. In the valley closest to the hill crest, you see those people on. You see just bodies littered in the valley between one hill and the next.
Between the one that they're on and the one closer to us?
So there's 3. So there's one in front of you, one in the middle, and then the one
So
they're
the
on.
one in between the middle one and them, there's a bunch of
Yes.
bodies.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. As the owl approaches closer, you realize that these are 3 ogres seated around a fire. I know.
Oddly enough.
I know.
Oddly
So
enough.
you weren't kidding.
No, I wasn't. I was just wasn't at that moment, so I didn't want to push it.
Did I influence this in any way by saying ogre bones?
No, I
Okay.
rolled for random encounters today, and this was the random encounter, so it's just kind of funny someone brought up ogres.
That is funny.
Shit.
Okay, do I see anything else?
You see them cooking a haunch of meat set up between 2 makeshift tripods that they're holding over the fire.
Okay, got it. I will drop out of the owl and back into myself and stand up. Well, good news and bad news. If you're looking for bones, there's a lot.
That's great news.
Good.
But also,
I don't care.
ogres.
Oh,
3 of them.
they
Those-
have bones.
They
Yeah,
have bones.
so there's
Didn't I literally just mention ogre bones?
yeah,
for
so
a
there's
workout?
those hills between us and there's the 2 valleys there. The second one just bodies all the way down.
Good.
And then the ogres are cooking some type of meat. I don't think it's their like formal camp. It looks kind of like a makeshift one, but they're there currently, so that's
Do we have
not wonderful.
when you fly around? Did you see any way we could maybe avoid valley and come up behind?
Did I happen to see a way that we could circle around and sneak up on them to take advantage of unseen attacker?
Other than the hill that's or the hills that are around, there's nothing blocking your path. You would just walk along the hill, and then I mean all the hills kind of. Think of like a wavy ocean. That's kind of
Okay.
how the hills are working. So you can move around them and then work through the valley around.
Let's maybe not walk through valley of bodies. That sounds like bad time for. I mean, I'm not very tall. It's probably might get stuck.
Depends on how
Raise
many
your
bodies there are.
bandages. Get close.
We could hide in the bodies.
I don't think that's a good idea.
We could just hang out there for a little while. You know. See how things are going with them? The dead can speak.
But how far away are they
What?
from
What?
us?
What?
What did you say?
We'll see if they have anything to say.
Each hill, trying to think of the best. It would be roughly like 3 or 4 football fields.
Very good.
I was trying to think of the best way to
900
measure
to 1,200 feet.
that. Yeah, sure, man.
Sorry, I had to do.
Convert from yards to feet. Very good.
Yeah, I felt like an asshole.
So
Thanks, though.
here's a question
Bones?
that John can probably answer.
I could.
For my range, it says 150 and then in parentheses 600.
Correct.
Is the
Within 150 to 600 feet, you will attack at disadvantage. Beyond 600 feet, you are unable to attack from that distance.
That's what. Oh, yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
It says it right there. I just saw
Very good.
that part. All right.
I am the book.
Yes.
Thanks, Raz.
I'm going to become a field mouse.
Okay.
Please don't run away from us right now.
You're now a tiny field mouse in one singular bandage.
Before he leaves, how cute is he?
It's up to you,
I'm gonna
man.
check. I need to look.
I determine I am 100% cute.
73%. That's pretty
Very
good.
good.
0, 0, and 8. Is that?
That's 8%.
I'm
That's
8%.
Yeah,
fucking
you're not
hate
very. You're an ugly ass rat.
That's fine.
I think that's
Excuse
probably
me, rats
appropriate.
are
See?
very cute.
I was just expressing that I think mice are cuter, and that he was also an ugly ass version of the thing that I don't think is as cute as a mouse. I wasn't saying that all
Okay.
rats are ugly.
All right.
But thanks
Hey,
for calling
thank
me
you
out
so
on that
much
one.
for the sub, tatted up chick. Thank you so much for the follow and for the sub. Woo! Can we get some hypes in the chat, please? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Was
Thank you.
it
Thank
a
you.
Leo, Leo.
I don't know. That one.
Was it an L in the chat, please?
Just a
yeah.
bunch of L's.
My raffle copper goes.
I'm just gonna begin crawling over towards these ogres
Okay.
because I believe they have bones.
Okay.
That's
So you start making
probably
your way
true.
over there. It is going to take you some time being a field mouse, trying to traverse that territory, especially with hills. But yeah, you start making your way over there.
Maybe we go as two groups. One go from one side, one come from the other, and both avoid the Valley of Baldies.
I could disguise myself as an ogre.
Are they?
Does disguise kit work that well? Genuinely concerned. I'm not sure how that genuinely works in game. I've never used disguise kit. Can you completely
No,
turn
I
yourself
haven't
into an
spelled-
ogre?
You can
Disguise
make
self
yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends.
You just have to. You have to stay within the same size.
Correct, you
Yeah,
cannot
so I'm gonna
change
be a
size
I'm gonna be a
category.
tiny fucker.
You're a little ogre.
But it might give us some advantage. They might not kill us on sight.
I'm just gonna start sneaking around.
You
the hill.
take Fizzlewick, pretend he's captive. Have dog follow behind you, so dog can attack. I will follow Sneaky Lady.
Do you speak giant?
No.
Damn.
It's very hard language.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of grunts.
Well, let's.
I
I mean,
Bro.
let's do it. I'm
Does
gonna
do
go-
ogres speak giant? Is that what they speak?
Probably.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast
They're
disguise
giant, kid.
self on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her.
Oh, ogres speak common and giant.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay. I can do common. I'm also gonna use prestidigitation to make myself stink like an ogre.
Okay.
I feel like this is
Alright.
a bad idea.
Splitting the party?
No.
Or just him
the,
doing
the
this?
whole ogre thing.
Well,
Okay,
you know what?
so-
That's why you and I are going off to the other way, and just
Yeah.
if they start attacking them, we've got a surprise. You know?
So I
That's why
make
I'm a
myself
mouse.
semi-resemble the ogres that I saw over there in terms of like the outfit, just smaller because I obviously can't get to that size.
Right.
So I'm a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teenage ogre.
All right, Fizzlewick, let's go.
All right. You picking me up? Or am I walking as a captive?
I would say that's unlikely. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I would walk.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So you hop down off of Baramy.
Baramy's coming with us.
All right.
I think Baramy should stay. Unless you want.
I just want him to do something. He's
He
just
doesn't
there.
have armor yet.
Oh, that's true. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Stay
doesn't
with
mean
Kitten
he's
Kid.
defenseless.
But still,
He's not
I don't want him to
defenseless, he's
catch
still a bear,
arrows or
but-
sword to bear. It sounds like bedtime.
Listen.
Sounds
You're the
like
one
bear
who's bonded with this
I
this
know,
bear.
I love him so
Choice
much.
is yours. I'm not going to be responsible
Are you
if something
going,
happens
are you
to
going
the
to
bear.
leave Cat with Baramy for company?
No, the cat's coming with me.
Well, see,
The cat
now
is
it
this
just
big.
seems unfair.
Oh, this big. Big cat. Again, the choice is yours.
We're not going to be very stealthy with a bear. I'm going to leave the bear for now.
All right. So Baramy climbs down into the valley behind you.
Does anyone have any bones or meat?
I don't think
know.
so.
I'm also a mouse.
Baramy-
I'll leave the cat behind. Actually. I'll just sit right on
Gonna
top
eat
of
the
the bear.
cat.
And
Just make muffins.
yeah. Right.
So Baramy and the cat go ahead and they
They cuddle up. Dinner
yeah,
date.
they cuddle up
Aw.
in the valley there. They're just hanging out. They have a good time. You guys progress forward. Nikolai and Zafira, you make your way around to the right as Soot and Fizzlewick approach head-on with Fizzlewick, I assume, making it look like you're bound by the hands, like
Yeah,
a prisoner,
yeah.
right?
Oh, and I'll send Crockpot with them.
Okay.
Smart.
So before we part, I'll tell Crockpot to follow you guys.
So Crockpot's following you guys.
How much noise does Crockpot?
No, he's
Just
fine.
steam powered.
Nope.
Is it like a?
Nope.
Okay.
Organic movements.
Okay.
Is that what it says?
Sure. No, but it doesn't say anything.
It does
so-
now.
Organic movements.
So, you guys are approaching closer now. Raz, you have made it to the camp as well. You're within range of being able to see what's happening.
Very good.
I'll say you made it there in roughly the same amount of time.
Okay.
Sure. So Soot and Fizzlewick, you approach directly to them. Do you want to like make yourselves known before you get right up on the camp? How would you like to approach it?
I'll leave this up to my captor.
I will kind of yell up the hill because I assume we're coming up through the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello.
Nice. Who dat?
Oog.
Oog. Oog. Oog.
Not Oog.
Oog. Oog have prisoner.
Oh,
Oog
my
have.
God.
Oh.
That's a good
Come.
Try steal food.
Come.
Yeah, I start walking up the hill.
You waited a second. I like it.
So as you come to the crest of the hill, you're greeted by 3 ogres standing in a line looking directly at you, weapon in hand. The middle one's taller than the rest of them. They're all pretty standard, stocky build.
Okay.
They go, "Where find?"
In valley. 2 valley away.
Steal food.
Yes, try steal food.
What food?
Big food.
We have food.
Bigger food.
Oh. What do?
Prisoner.
What do with?
Kill. Eat.
Kill. And they're gonna start moving forward towards
Wait.
Fizzlewick. What?
What you do here?
Kill.
Before. This Oogland.
Eat.
What eat?
Food.
While this is going on, I'd like to creep up.
Just like to start digging a grave for Fizzlewick.
I want to creep up and try to get within 150
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything on this hill with them, or
Do
is
I-
it just them on a hill with a fire? Sorry.
Do you know that I'm a mouse?
I
yeah,
saw,
you know
yeah,
I'm
I know
a
you're a mouse.
Yeah.
I just don't know where you.
Oh, a very
When-
small mouse.
Yeah, so I would say I'd make contact with him, but I can't do that. So
Nope.
I'll at least
We're
look at
together,
you.
man.
And then I'm going to fire an arrow at whichever one is closest to who seems to be more of a threat to these 2.
That's why I was asking a question.
Yeah.
Is there anything on this hill besides just them and the fire?
Just the makeshift pike they have sitting across the fire.
Oh, okay. So there's no cover or anything like
No.
that. Fuck. All right. Well, then I have my shield ready and I start walking forward as she decides to shoot this fucking arrow.
Okay. So it's the one in the center that's going to be the biggest threat. He's the biggest one you can see from where you
Yes.
are. So go ahead and roll to attack.
Oh, I fixed it.
That is a 19 plus 7, so a 26.
Yeah, definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, that's D8. No! 4 damage.
4 damage. All right. And then with that, you 2 roll initiative.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, I
Fizzlewick as well.
Me
I would
too?
like to react to that happening
Uh-huh.
and just hunters to get them to like turn around and look at that.
Thanks.
Okay. So they turn and
They're gonna do it anyway. This at least
Yeah.
I get a surprise round because I have a plan.
I rolled a 19 for initiative.
okay, hang on. So as the arrow hits the one in the middle, the other 2 begin to look around to see where it's coming from, and they spot you 2 on the next crest over. So they're going to turn and face you. The leader, the one in the middle, is still fixated on Fizzlewick. But yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative.
All right. 19.
I also rolled a 19.
17.
Got a 7.
All right, so hang on. So it got 17. Fizzlewick, you got 7. Nikolai, you got what? 19?
19. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Sarah, you got 19?
Correct.
Okay. Raz?
A
You're
19
field,
as well.
And you're a field mouse.
I am a field mouse. I'm just having a lovely time.
You say you got 19 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
Do we
So
wanna-
Nikolai, Zafira, and Raz, roll again. Because he also rolled a 19.
18.
You're fucking kidding me,
20.
right? Okay, cool. All right.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oof.
So I will go last out of
He's
that
gonna
grouping.
roll again, because son of a bitch. I keep rolling everything you guys are rolling. All right, that's better.
Did you roll higher than me?
What did you?
I rolled an 18.
18?
On that re-roll that we had.
No,
to do.
he did not roll higher. than
Fuck
me.
yeah.
Cool. So. Sorry, I'm just writing this out real quick. 7/2. All right, and then all right, cool. So, as the arrow hits him, the two begin to look around at what hit them. You just, we're gonna say combat proper starts now, and it's your turn. You are first in combat.
So that wasn't part of my first.
No, that wasn't part of your first attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot him a second time.
Okay.
He's still looking at Fizzlewick,
The leader, yes.
the one that I
Yep.
hit. All right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay.
Do you get advantage because he's not looking?
Yeah.
He's distracted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. That's a bit better. So that's gonna be 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So that's going to be, that's a little bit better. 6 points of damage,
Okay.
piercing damage, and then I would love to cast Ensnaring Strike with that as well. As a bonus action, I can, the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack, a writhing mass of thorny vines appear at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends.
Okay.
That's fucking sick.
Larger creature has advantage, so.
What's the DC? It's your spell save DC?
Correct.
Cool.
If you click on
Probably.
the spell, it should say it.
I don't have the spell on here.
So just go to your spells page. You have your at least spell
Oh, there's
attack.
11. Ooh, 11.
11? Okay.
And they get advantage on that.
Because he's
Yeah.
large.
You should put all your spells.
Yeah, they both, I mean, even
I
with
did, but I
disadvantage, he would have
changed
succeeded.
some.
So he does succeed, so he's not snared, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So then it is the leader's turn. So he's going to go ahead and walk closer to Fizzlewick and take a swing at you. Let's see. That is going to be...
Sorry, bud.
It's okay.
Wow. He's going to attack you with his great club. Does a 15 hit?
It shouldn't. Let me just make sure this doesn't have any... Nope. It does not.
Okay, so he's going to swing at you with his great club and go, "Kill thief!" And his great club pounds into the ground next to you, narrowly missing you. And Nikolai, it is now your turn.
Unfortunately, I can only run towards this hill.
Okay. Yep, so you make your way over to the hill.
But I'm yelling.
It's that scene from the end of Monty Python and the Holy Grail where they just run. Yeah. So
I'm yelling and I'm running.
all right, you're yelling and you're running.
Oh, how I was Scottish for a second. Oh, ogre best. Can't just go.
You gotta
Just
do
go.
it louder.
You got
I
it.
can't. It's hard. Once I try to do Russian louder, it just becomes Scottish. Apparently. Ogre bastards.
Okay.
You'll die for motherland. Yeah, so I can't. Lost all my confidence. I'm American
All
from now on.
Soot, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to the two that are still standing together. I'm going to kind of underhandedly try to not have the big guy see this, and cast Ice Knife towards those people.
your
Sure.
and then your attack. Yeah.
7. For the sleight of hand check.
7. All right, let's see.
He is preoccupied beating a thief, though, so.
Yeah, and his modifier is terrible. Perception's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not see it.
It's not a very
Okay.
wise ogre.
Wait,
Are you kidding me?
I'm going to cast Ice Knife at a 2nd level,
Okay.
because I have a feeling that they are not super dexterous.
So roll to attack with advantage because they're distracted.
Okay. Okay, that is a 17 plus 6, which definitely hits.
Yeah, it definitely hits. Yep.
Okay, great. So they're going to take, the one of them is going to take 1d10.
Okay.
So that's 5 points of piercing damage. And then they each need to make a dex save
Okay.
as it explodes.
What's the DC?
DC 14.
Okay.
Does
The one you
Fizzlewick
hit
have to make that?
failed.
save too.
No, because they're
Oh,
back
no.
more. The main drop
Oh,
moved
okay.
up.
And the other one failed as well.
Lovely. So they're going to take 3d6 since I cast it at level 2. Cold damage as it explodes.
Okay.
That is 11 points of cold damage as the shard of ice explodes from the one's body that I stabbed it into, and it whoosh, into shards of ice as it hits both of them.
Okay. So they get splintered with shards of ice. The ice doesn't immediately melt, so it's just kind of still sticking there,
Very good.
lingering cold.
Okay, then I'm going to point out to the big one. I'm going to use my free interaction. Hunter used filthy magic to try to get him to turn around.
As
and
he's
leave
run.
the-
Oh, it's
yeah.
Fizzlewick, you mean? Or
No, I'm pointing
at
at
me.
the
one of
people
us.
behind to try to get him to stop
So,
beating Fizzlewick to
Nikolai running up.
death.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the closest
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
I'm just trying to get his attention off of Fizzlewick and towards the people using the filthy magic.
To be fair, my ensnaring strike did also
Yeah.
he did see it. It's not if he noticed. I don't know how. The vines show up, they just fade if he succeeds.
Oh, they just don't grab anything?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he can look at you then since you casted that. That actually works better. And he's going to, as you yell, Hunter used filthy magic, he goes, oh, kill, 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 and begins just running toward you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
This
And
was my fault to begin with, but
Yes.
you're welcome.
So now it is one of the ogres that looked at you. It is now his turn. He's going to throw his javelin at you.
At me.
Yep.
Very good.
I like that he ignores the man running at him.
I bet a 9 doesn't hit. Yeah. So he chucks his javelin at you, and it flies wide right, misses entirely, and digs itself into the side of a hill.
Is it far from me?
It's a good 20 feet.
Okay.
I mean, he missed pretty bad.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, he missed real bad.
He was not great at track and field.
He was not great.
Not great.
That's the thing. All right.
That was my best Don impression. It was not very good.
So now it is the
it's not
ogre on the other side of the biggest one. So they're kind of like this, It is now his turn, and he's going to begin running down the hill to meet you,
Sick.
which I assume he does so pretty quickly, and he's going to jump and attack you with his great club.
Oh, sick. We're closer than I thought.
That is an 18 to hit.
If it matches my armor class, it hits, right?
Yes.
Fuck. Yeah, it hits.
Oh,
God damn it.
All right.
Of course, that fucking.
You
hit.
take 9 damage as the
Yeah.
as
I
he
do.
jumps off of the hill slightly above you and puts all of his weight into his strike and just comes down right on your shoulder.
Sick. Love it. Love to see it.
You do. I mean, I do.
All right.
We're 100% friends. Or I'm 100% friends with you at least.
And with that, Fizzlewick, it is now your turn.
Okay, so they're all running. They're not looking at me anymore.
Yeah, your dog's also with us.
Yep, yeah, he's still with you guys. Without me ordering him, he will just dodge on his turn. He would go after me, but I'll assume he's just kind of running around next to you guys. Okay, and they're not looking at me?
No.
Are any of them close together, to each other?
They're all kind of grouped within 10 feet of one another.
It's like the perfect range. That's great. Okay. So then, yeah, with that, I will.
Well, the one ran down the hill to me, so two of them
Oh
are
yeah,
together.
so 2 are within 10 feet of one another.
So the two that are grouped together, I'll grab for my alchemist supplies. I'm
Okay.
gonna grab like an empty flask and using some of the supplies, I'm gonna make it fill really quick and then cast grease.
Okay.
And I am gonna throw grease at them.
Yes.
So it's gonna cover the ground in a 10-foot square centered around a point. I'll center it around them. That becomes difficult terrain for a minute, and when it appears, each creature standing in the area has to succeed on a dex throw or they fall prone. A creature that enters the area or ends its turn there will have to do the same thing.
What's
Oh my
the
God.
DC?
The DC is 15.
15? Okay.
Hell yeah.
So the first one on the hill fails, and I'll say begins sliding down the hill as the grease bottle shatters on the ground, spreading throughout the hill. He begins to slide down.
Ooh.
The
As
other
an ogre would say.
Yeah.
well, DC was
DC
15.
15.
Dex save, yeah. The other one fails as well. So they both begin sliding down the hill towards, I'll say, Nikolai.
All right. After that, I'm just gonna kind of, I guess, run a little closer, but not too close. Keep my distance.
Okay. All right, and then we come back to the top of the order. So Zafira, it is your turn.
Did Raz go?
I did not.
Are you taking part in combat?
I had rolled a 19.
Okay. All right. So then you would come in. Sorry, I thought you were gonna stay field mouse.
okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I will.
So yeah, it would be your turn because we'd go back to the top of the order. Yeah.
He should have been. He should have been Zafira, that guy, me, then John.
You rolled an 18, right?
He tied with.
Oh,
he tied with
19.
on a 19 when me, Zafira, and him rolled.
And
We
then
all
he
got
rolled
19s,
a
and then he
one.
rolled a nat 1.
yeah,
So,
so
he
then-
should have been after.
So then,
me.
yeah, it is your turn. You'd be after Fizzlewick. Yeah.
No, he'd be after me.
No, because you were having them re-roll because they rolled the same thing, but you're stacking that order. He wouldn't go all the way to the end.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
so
within-
it would
okay.
be me. Sorry, it'd be Zafira, Ogre number 1, me, then John.
Zafira,
Yeah,
okay,
so
number
John's got to go then.
Or
Zafira.
Ogre leader,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him.
one. Okay. So yeah, Raz, take your turn now, and then we'll just cycle you back into combat.
So I, as a field mouse, now that I've seen that the combat seems to be going quite smoothly for everyone, and I'm not really necessary in this at all, I would like to, as a field mouse, return once more to the Valley of Bodies.
Yeah, this does not surprise me.
It shouldn't.
I thought that's why
It
you became a
doesn't.
field mouse in the first place.
And
was
I
just
would
a
like to
frolic.
investigate the bodies with my action on my turn
Okay.
to see what these bodies and things look like.
All right. Roll an investigation check. Yeah.
With my adorable little mouse peepers.
Are they very good?
No, they're not. It's a 10, though.
It's a 10. Okay, you can make out enough. Most of the bodies you see are human.
Okay.
You can see various abrasions and cuts where they've been attacked.
Okay.
Many of them are cold.
Okay.
They are some of in the early stages of decay.
Okay. Very good.
Cool.
I'm good for that, having been my turn in round 1.
Awesome. All right, Zafira, it's your turn then.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm not gonna get any closer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take another shot. So we have the
Two
leader,
sliding down the hill.
two sliding down the hill, and the
and-
leader's still.
No. The one is with me. The leader and number 2 are sliding down the hill.
Okay.
So number 3 is with me, and the other 2 are sliding.
And they're all coming towards us at this point.
Nikolai, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot the one closer to Nikolai.
Okay. I'll say
Then-
that's the one that was running toward you because he had a head start.
Yeah, I think like the second, like not leader, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack.
10.
10 to hit. 10 does not hit.
All right then, that's.
So your arrow just narrowly misses his head as it right past. With that, it is now the leader's turn. He is in front of Nikolai right now, so he's
Nah, leader's sliding down the hill. Leader and number 2 are sliding down the hill. Number 3 is the one that ran down to me.
Okay, yeah, we can do that too then.
Sorry, I don't know if they're different stat people. I'm just my bad.
So he safely makes it to the bottom and then that it's not really his action. He wasn't choosing to move. He was being forced to slide down this hill. So he collects himself at the bottom of the slide, and now he's going to take a swing at you.
Sick.
Oh, wow.
Fuck.
23 hits.
Yes, it does. It was awesome, guys. It's great being the tank.
Oh, boy. He does 13 damage.
Oh, sick. I have 6 health.
Nice.
So my turn.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah.
Great. Great.
I have to look at
Unfortunately,
bodies.
if I turn around, I get 2 attacks of opportunity, and I can't really run away right now. I kind of have to fight these guys.
I'm just looking for bones.
Can I just... No, that's a full action. Yep.
They bow, bow.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't see the super dope slip and slide below it.
It's covered in bacon grease.
So, nobody ever suspects the slip and slide in the valley.
No one.
The newest theme park.
Yeah, right?
The
Ooh,
valley
slides
slip
into a
and
pile
slide.
of bodies.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite as well as I do it.
Okay. Roll to attack.
I'm using the wrong die. Hopefully. Fuck. What's my plus to hit there? Was it a
Probably
13
7.
hit?
Hmm?
Was it a 13 hit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Alright, cool. So that's 1d8 plus 3. And then he needs to make, I think it's a strength 13, but let me just double check that. So, I did Thunderous Smite. Yeah, yeah, you need to succeed on that to stop yourself from being pushed 10 feet away from me and being knocked prone.
Dex 15.
A
save.
strength 13.
13.
Yeah, so it's 1d8 plus 3 plus 2d6.
He succeeds.
That's 10 plus 2d6. So he just doesn't get pushed away.
Yep.
Shit, 22 points of damage.
Wow. That's a hit.
I rolled a 7 plus 3 and then 2 6s.
Very good.
I'm happy about that.
How much did 27 you said?
22.
22.
But if you want to write 27, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Also,
that.
as my final little bit, I'd like to yell, if anyone has healing spell, would be very much appreciated, or else I might die.
All
And
right.
I would like to leave it at that. I really didn't want to be killed off this episode.
Me no has heal spell.
I just feel like it's
Are you still
definitely-
pretending?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretending to be an
Still
ogre.
disguised.
You also don't have a heal spell, so.
Just,
I don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
That's
I'm a
sick.
wizard.
Cool. Well,
Wizards
that's the end
don't
of my
heal.
turn.
Cool. Raz, it is now your turn.
I'm a mouse.
You are indeed a mouse.
Our good mousely friend. Yeah, so I mean,
Fuck. Sorry.
Same.
Just
you
realized
that
what I
upset
could
of
have
a
done.
mouse?
Same. But
So
That's a bonus action.
I am at the bodies of this valley, and they have slid down one of the tangential sides in relation to me, correct? Because they did not slide down into the valley of the bodies.
right.
You said that they slid down into an opposite side?
Right.
Okay. And they had previously flanked from the right side, so I'm assuming it's to my right?
Yes. Yep.
I just want to understand, like,
Yeah.
conversationally in context where things are to me. How far away am I as a field mouse from them?
I'll say you're within 30 to 50 feet, somewhere in there.
Very good. The grease, did it descend down the valley?
What do you plan?
With enough time, sure. Yeah.
Very good.
What does this mean?
Yeah, so I will utilize my bonus action and conclude my wild shape and remain in the pile of bodies, and then as Raz, I'll show you real fire, and I'll cast Flaming Sphere. And I will send it in the direction of the grease pool.
Great.
Sick, dude. You know I'm there, right?
I'm a field mouse.
You said
Just
this
right
out loud.
next to the field. I'm just right next to all the grease that just came down, so I'm going to be separated from everyone. It's a great thing.
Yeah, so if the grease is actually at the feet of the ogres,
help.
I would like to, because I can control
I'm gonna have
its
to make a new
area in a
character.
5-foot cubic space, I would like to put it at the legs of the ogre, but still immolating the grease.
Okay. That's a save throw?
Yes, it's going to be a dexterity saving throw for the ogre to see whether or not he is struck by it, because I'm capable of creating it in an unoccupied space, so it will be in relation to it. But its saving throw occurs at the end of its turn because I'm not capable of ramming it into it on the turn. I create it in a location.
And if he's still within that location, he makes the save.
Yes, at the end of his turn, though.
Gotcha.
So he does not need to make that now. But if the beautiful grease is immolating,
Yeah. The grease is on fire.
Was this the one that was prone? I didn't see which one you targeted because the one didn't get up yet, right? Only one of them took their turn after being greased, so one should be laying down still.
ooh.
In the grease.
Oh yeah, 100%. I would like to create it adjacent to the one prone. Ideally, if they are, spaces near each other, I'd like to make it
Between them.
between them.
Okay. So you create the scorching orb and it ignites the grease as it travels up the hill. So if there are any that were still sliding down, the grease has traveled up the hill and it is hitting them as well, or the fire rather, not the grease. Tom, at the end of your next turn, you make a dex save.
Sick. Really excited for that.
Yep, sure you are. And the grease is now on fire. So over their turns, they will take burning damage, which
It has now created a wall between
1d6?
me
Sure.
and him.
That's
and
entirely
him.
up to you. It does not list because I don't
Absolutely.
think it lists it in the grease spell either, whether or not if it becomes immolated, if it does any damage.
No, but they are supposed to make a dex save at the end of their turns if they're still in the grease.
Oh,
which, I
just
forgot
trap
about.
him in
Yep.
burning sticky fire, Mr. Fizzlewick. Oh, we're best friends. Fuck Soot. We got this.
I did not see that coming. All right.
He's been giving him like all of his findings for the past 3 episodes.
That's true. I love the bones.
True.
Right?
He's just
And
like,
now
oh,
we're
you
just
want
going
this?
to melt the
I
flesh
meant the
away.
greased fire of bodies, but
I
yeah,
thought you meant
that's
the,
it.
I thought
That's
you meant
it.
the inevitable friendship between Raz and Fizzlewick.
The real fire was the friends we made along the way.
That's right.
Not you.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining
Is
us
this
for
a
this
pop punk
campaign.
What?
Is this a pop punk song?
Yeah.
I
You
hate
found
this
Glory
town.
right that?
I hate Red Larch. I don't need this town.
It's so washed up. All right.
Oh, all right. See you guys later. It was a great stream.
And Soot, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to walk in the direction of the 2 that are currently being burned and burn them some more. I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
I'm going to use my evocation to make sure that it does not hit our good friend Nikolai there and
Cool.
make it kind of shield around him.
We're literally directly next to one of them.
Yes,
he's
but I
hitting
can-
He's an
me.
evocation wizard.
Oh,
So he
okay.
can spell
That's true. I forgot.
So I can make it so that way
That's
you don't get
crazy.
hit. So they have to make a dex save.
Okay.
So I slap my hands together and fire shoots out of them in a 15-foot cone.
Nikolai's
What's the
literally
dex
crying.
DC?
14.
14? Okay.
Or 12, I'm sorry.
12. All right.
Yep.
So the leader succeeds, and the other one succeeds as well.
Okay, so they take half 3d6.
Okay.
That's pretty good. So they'll take 5 because that was 10 damage total. So they'll take 5 fire damage.
Okay. So the ogre leader, after getting hit by your burning at the beams of flames as he's already on fire, he starts to seep blood from multiple burn wounds on his body. He is
good.
now bloodied.
Good.
It is now Ogre 2's turn, and he makes a dex save to stay in the grease. What's the DC on that?
It might actually just be if he ends his turn. Hold on. Enters the area or ends its turn there. So if he's already in it, he doesn't make it until the end. The save will be 15 though.
All right, he will
Is it
take.
difficult terrain?
Yes.
He's going to make disadvantage on attack rolls.
Is this the one that is prone, or is this the one that is not prone?
We'll say this is one that's not prone. The
Okay.
one that's prone is the third one.
Okay.
So he will have disadvantage on attack rolls. Nikolai, you are right in front of him, unfortunately.
Yep.
So he's going to take a swing at you with his great club.
Sick, man.
Is this club on fire?
Probably.
Yeah, it is, sure. Why not? Does
If it
a
wasn't from you, it is
15
from me.
hit.
It does not.
Okay. So his great club comes swinging right down
Smack
past
her in my
you.
shield.
You smack it off with your shield as the embers and sparks fly into the air. Now he's going to make 2 dex saves to see if one he's flicked by your thing, and if he's still
Falls
stuck in
back
your-
down.
Yeah.
And then if he's in the grease, he'll also take the fire damage from the fiery grease.
So what was the DC on both of them?
15 for going.
Yours.
I am 14.
Okay. If they meet the.
They succeed.
Okay. So one succeed, or he
He
succeeds
succeeds on mine.
in not
so
being hit by the scorching ball. Yeah. But he is still stuck in grease and slides and falls back down.
And the grease is on fire.
And the grease is on fire. Yeah, so he's going to take 1d6 burning damage from being, on fire. He takes 6 damage.
Nice.
Cool.
It still takes half from me, though. It'll take 4 from me.
Okay. And he is now bloodied as well. It is now going to be the next ogre's turn, which is ogre 3.
Wouldn't it,
That's the friend on the
wouldn't
slip
it
and
be my
slide.
turn? I go after ogre number 1, right?
That wasn't ogre
Oh,
number
that was ogre number 2?
Yeah, because Soot went, so it was ogre number 2.
So ogre number 3 is in front of me.
Yeah, he's
Fuck.
prone, so he's going to spend half his movement getting up. He is going to make an attack at you, but with disadvantage because slippery. Does a 16 hit.
No, thank God.
All right, so his great club as well comes swinging down and hits the ground where it knocks some of the grease and dirt into the air, and chunks of flaming dirt go flying in the air. And, oh great, I gave someone an idea. And Fizzlewick, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to run toward them then, and using my crossbow, I'm just going to take a shot at. I guess there's 2 near Nikolai, right?
Mm-hmm. One that's prone.
You get disadvantage shooting at a prone target, right?
If you are outside of 5 feet of it, yes. If you are within 5 feet of it, you do not have disadvantage.
Okay. So then I will not get within 5 feet. I'm gonna stay.
So I will know.
I'm gonna stay firmly away from
There's
the
a
grease
wall.
fire.
Yeah, there's
That
a
makes
wall.
sense.
Yeah.
'Cause if you're-
Literally, there's a wall of grease and fire.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
we're not gonna go in there.
Totally neither of our faults.
had-
completely
No.
separated me and Zafira from everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who did that,
If
but
you had
I'm
a
gonna
shield,
unintentional
you could, like, surf
consequences.
down the.
Things happen, you know?
Right?
I'll take a shot.
I
at the
just feel like
standing
you
one.
guys are acting like your tank is disposable right now, and he's showing up like he is. Almost unnecessary.
I'm working on it.
I'll take a shot at the standing one.
Okay, roll to
Sick.
attack.
So that'll be.
I thought you said take a shot of the standing one.
That's
Oh my
can
god.
just
I can
take a
do
nice.
Give me
Right at
blood.
the top.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Blah,
Let's
blah,
see.
blah, blah.
That'll be a 19.
19 definitely hits.
Yeah. Cool. And I don't remember my damage. Haven't shot in a while.
Crossbow?
Yeah. I
D6?
get like a magic buff for
Oh,
being.
D8 and a D6?
I don't know, because it's not doing the.
I think it's a D8 and a D6.
Why isn't it going away?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Cool. Yeah, it sure is. good call. Didn't need it anyway.
John
That's
is
fine.
a book.
So that'll
Be a
be
book.
9 piercing.
Motherfucker.
Wow. All right.
Damn good.
So, we'll say that was on to ogre number 2. As your crossbow bolt, or he's the one that's whatever. Now 3's prone. It doesn't really matter. The ogre name numbers are interchangeable. It's all relative. So you hit him in the chest with your crossbow bolt as he grabs the haft and breaks it off, leaving the head in, but he's now also leaking blood. So he's very bloodied as well. With that, it is going back to the top of the order, so Zafira.
Alright, so we still have Nikolai plus 2.
Yes, one's prone on the ground. Yep.
Very good.
Shoot the standing one, you get disadvantage on a prone target.
How close are you to death?
I have 6 health. Sorry, I'm very far past blooded.
I'm going to cast Levitate
Okay.
on Nikolai. Raise him 20 feet up into the air.
And then when you break concentration and he falls to his death, that'll be very good.
I'm not near them.
I guess I really have to ask this question, and I know the answer, but I have to ask John. When she levitates me away from the 2 people directly in front of me, do they both get attacks of opportunity?
No.
Thank God!
It's not. It is forced movement. The only spells that traditionally invoke attacks of opportunity are things like Dissonant Whispers that make you take the action to become mobile.
That make you decide.
So if I
to
cast
actually walk.
command and told him to run, That would that be voluntary or involuntary movement? Because
It would be voluntary movement. Things like that. That is a subsequent action on the
Gotcha.
individual's
Yeah.
turn. An action on that turn that would invoke movement does not. Like, that's why pushing from you when you did your smite, that pushing does not also invoke an opportunity attack from you. That is not chosen movement.
Gotcha.
Because it's
Thank
not
God, I was
was as
so
opening
scared.
itself up to an
Right.
opportunity attack.
That
It's
would
not
be so
making the
good, though.
choice to.
That would have
Yeah.
been so funny.
Hit him like a pinata as he's levitating away.
Cool. So you're now floating in the air.
You said 20
Is it
feet?
dope?
20 feet, yes.
How do you feel? I don't know. I can tell you.
I'm just out loud. I'm wondering. It's
How do I feel?
78%.
How do I feel?
So it's honestly never experienced this before. I'm going to out loud say it feels like I'm flying. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what points was that, motherfucker?
Kill him. Kill him. Kill.
Yes, I'm going to do that. And then as a bonus action, I would like to put Hunter's Mark on the ogre leader.
Okay. All right. So.
I'm sorry, no, I can't do that. Hunter's Mark is concentration.
Yes, then Tom would just slowly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe someone said they wanted to cast it.
Nah, I won't be evil.
Not in this one.
No, not in this one. You pull that shit in Oshwamp, that first spell's concentration is gone.
I did take it back.
No takesies, backsies with me.
Really? Good to know.
Just as a forewarning.
Good to know.
100%. You tell me I cast this spell. Happen.
There's no wait. Never mind.
Yep.
Too late.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna.
If you tell me I'm thinking about casting Hunter's Mark, I would happily say, remember that spell also requires concentration, but
You say I cast Hunter's
yeah,
Mark.
you say
Great.
I cast Hunter's Mark on that target's Hunter's Mark. That motherfucker's on the ground. Kill him.
It's technically gravity forced movement, so.
It's gonna kill everyone.
Do you know the goal for Oshwamp is to have 20 different people play the campaign?
Spend all our budget on
Just shakes his
artwork.
head. He goes, "No."
Sarah never gets to leave her art room. So sorry.
It's the couch. I do all of it.
It's the couch.
There's a cat in my art room, so.
I mean, there's a cat on the couch, too.
Oh, Kit
Yeah.
Kat.
Yeah.
I think the couch is the art room.
Yeah.
Is the
For
yeah?
right
Okay.
now.
Cool.
Currently.
Has to be. All right. So sorry, I just forgot where we were. Oh, it's the leader's
Nikolai's
turn.
floating.
Yeah,
And
Nikolai's.
I don't know how close I am to these guys, but if I'm a little too close, I would like to back up a little bit.
I think you're still like 60 feet away. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say
I was-
you're 50 to 100
Okay.
feet, somewhere in there.
For now, Paul. For now.
Oh no.
Oh, he said he's got 0 deaths.
Oh, hello. I have 0 deaths.
Technically, yeah, you do.
I've never played a character.
Yeah, I mean,
several deaths.
I
for
have
Grimdark.
0 deaths then.
Yeah.
I
see,
mean,
look at
but
that.
like if we count randomizer, I have the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
Somehow I die 30 times a fucking night.
Thank you, CMS.
Right?
So, with that, the leader who's standing in front of Nikolai is
Confused?
covered in grease, so a little bit confused.
Is he also on fire now?
He's also on fire. Yes. Yep. He's going to make a swing at you with disadvantage because he's on fire.
I'm 20 feet in the air.
Oh, that's right.
Let him
he's
try.
He's gonna make an attempt to run up the hill towards Zafira.
Is he
grease.
exiting the grease?
He's gonna
Correct?
try to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would that make him have to make the roll? If he
No,
exits
because
the
it only
No,
it only when they conclude. Sorry, it does
Yeah.
not invoke it
Yeah.
upon exit.
He's
It just
still
counts
go-
as difficult terrain.
correct.
Yeah, he's gonna make a roll to climb up a hill covered in grease, though. That's
Very
for sure.
good.
So no, he does not succeed. So he begins to run up the hill as his feet slip out from under him and he slides back down into the pit of fire.
Amazing.
Oh,
He is now
Grease Chan.
prone there. Gross. And on fire, so he's going to take 1d6 damage for being there. So it's that much. And he is prone in the grease fire. Nikolai.
Deck save for me to see whether or not he takes the fire damage from my
Right.
delicious fiery orb.
No, 3, so he takes damage.
He'll take the full 3 damage. Got him.
All
Very
right.
good.
All right. So it's my turn, right?
It is, yes.
There's 2 prone ogres in front of me that are greased up and on fire.
Below you.
Below you, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
You're
In that case, I would like to pull one of my javelins out,
Okay.
and I would like to chuck it straight down at one of the ogres. Even though they're prone, because I'm floating above them directly, would that really count as disadvantage? Because I feel like I see their whole body at that point. If they're
Yeah,
laying
and really
down.
you're just dropping it onto them.
Yeah.
That's your DM.
Yeah, is that... What do you think?
I'd say there's no disadvantage there because you have a bird's eye. You can see all of them.
Sick.
You're not throwing through anything. There's no one blocking your vision of them. Yeah, you're fine.
So I'm going to chuck a javelin.
Chuck a jav.
Yeah. So that's going to be this. That would be a natural 20.
All right.
Cool. So they're both super bloodied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just pick one of them that you want me to hit, because I didn't specify
The
before.
leader. Well, I'll say the leader.
Cool, the leader. So for it's the 1 full die and then
roll
the
the
damage
second.
rolled, right? Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 10 damage from my javelin.
Nice.
Little bubble butt.
All right. So as you're floating in the air,
Sorry, I'm almost done. I have to remember to do this. I am going to also, as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on myself. And that gives me a +2 armor class.
Okay.
So
All right,
I now
so-
have 20 armor class.
Cool. So as you're in the air floating, you start to turn over belly to the ground, and as you see all the ogres, prone below you, you're going to throw the javelin at one as it impales it directly into the ground, running through the body into the ground, sort of like a nail.
Very
So
good.
now he's now permanently prone in the ground.
And on fire.
And on fire.
It's having a bad day.
Are his feelings hurt?
A lot more than his feelings are hurt, yeah.
Oh.
Good. good.
He's a little upset he didn't get to eat the thief.
I'll do it for him.
Wait, has anyone watched the haunch? Is it burning?
I don't know. It might be.
Is it toast now?
It's still cooking haunch.
Oh,
mean,
sick.
we're good.
Good, because Bear Meat needs to eat. Sorry, I just thought about that.
Oh, that's not why I put it there, but all right.
Well, he needs to.
So, Raz, it is now your turn.
So there is the leader was the one who was just impaled,
Yes.
correct? So the other 2 are prone, or 1 prone, 1 standing.
One's prone, one is standing.
Standing. Okay. Well, I will utilize my bonus action to jam the flaming sphere and ram it into the one that is standing.
Okay.
So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
14, right?
Correct is the DC.
Okay. He succeeds.
Okay. So
Right.
he'll take half of the fiery damage. So he'll take 3.
Still 3.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh. Okay. Whew, man, that hurt my head. All right. So he gets hit by the flame ball as it slowly moves towards him and starts to engulf him. He's going to try to start to make his way out of it, which is why he doesn't take the full effect of the damage.
Okay. So you had said previously that I was 30 feet from them?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to run up to the one that is prone and on fire. And I am going to leap onto his back.
Okay.
And I am going to just sink my teeth into his spine.
As Raz or as a field mouse?
I've been Raz for some time.
Okay, all right,
I would
just
like
wanted
to
to make
be
sure.
a field mouse and just
That would
burrow
be-
into him.
That would be
Put me
amazing.
in a bucket and I'll dig my way out.
Now, are,
Oh,
if you
God.
jump on someone who's on fire, are you
On fire?
on fire?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
A
Your
14.
your
Bandages and
bandigles.
everything.
A 14? Okay.
Yes.
14 definitely hits.
Okay. For 9 acid damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. 9 acid damage. Oh, man. All right. So, he takes as you bite into the back of his neck, your venom, bacteria, poison stuff sinks into his neck, coursing through his veins as his body starts to tense.
Very good.
With that, it is going to be Soot's turn.
Okay. Very good. So who's left on the battlefield right now?
The second ogre and the third ogre. The third ogre is currently prone.
Okay, so the leader's dead,
Yeah, he's permanently pinned to the ground.
but he's not dead.
Does it
He's
matter?
face down in flames with a javelin through his
Okay.
torso. So if he's
I-
not dead now,
I
he's
was
not
gonna
far.
ask him a
He's
question.
dead inside.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him a question. Would he be able to answer a question?
You can try.
Okay, I'll use my free interaction. Where's the treasure? I'll get it away from here.
Ah, what treasure?
Orc treasure.
Nowhere treasure. Only food.
Ah, fuck. All right, I'm gonna firebolt him.
That guy?
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna firebolt the one that Raz is not on.
Would he
Okay.
have gotten firebolted there? Would he have gotten firebolted there?
The one on the ground? I mean, he could have attempted to firebolt him.
No, I'm saying in a swamp.
Oh.
Yeah, he would have. No.
Yeah.
So you're gonna attack the one that he's not on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also would be a piece of shit and not let a player speak and then attempt to use verbal components on a spell effect. Because speaking is not your free interaction.
Oh,
You have
okay.
the 6-second time window. The 6
Okay.
seconds is occupied by your time to cast the spell. Just as an
Interesting.
FYI.
Okay. 20 with bonus then.
20 definitely hits.
So speaking while like brandishing a weapon.
That's fine. But not while having to verbally be like,
Yeah,
you know,
and
say,
What
inter-
if it's
and-
like
and-
flavor speaking?
An interaction, like flavor speaking, sure.
Okay.
But an interaction like that is considered your action for
Got it.
the turn.
Okay.
You're attempting to interrogate.
Gotcha.
Interrogation is an actual action in the game.
Okay, got it. Yeah, 20 with bonus, so that hits, I assume.
Yep, definitely hits.
Okay, lovely. 4 points of fire damage to
Okay.
his big orc bones.
Okay. So he gets hit. I forgot what you casted now.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. That's right. Yeah. So he gets hit by the firebolt, and as it hits him in the chest and sprays, you see pieces of grease fly off into the air behind him, still on fire. As the grease settles away from his chest, you see a pretty prominent burn mark right in the center of his chest.
Very good.
It is now the second ogre's turn. He's going to try to stand up from being prone while in a grease fire. He does not stand up.
All right, I was going to say, I'm on his back.
You're on the third one's back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he slides down and falls to the grease again. He's stuck.
F's in the chat for that guy, please.
Yeah, honestly, just
Very dead.
Pour one out for my ogre.
Pour some grease out for my ogre. No!
Don't put it in the sink.
it is now the third ogre's turn. Who's going to
Why
make
did
a
that
roll
get
to
me?
stand up with disadvantage.
That one, as it concludes its turn, it has to do the dex save
Right.
for the flaming sphere damage
and the grease.
and the grease. I will not forget. My damage is mine. Did you roll 2 nat 20s?
No, he
2-1?
succeeds on the fire.
Okay.
So he only takes half damage from that. He fails the grease. I
Okay.
rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1 in the same roll.
Amazing.
Very good. So he'll take 5 damage from me when it's halved.
Cool.
And then fall and break his neck.
Okay. So now it is the third ogre's turn. He's going to attempt to stand up. He does not. He is still prone. So now he rolls his, and he fails them both. So he's still stuck in the grease and takes
6 for me.
cool. Zafira, it's now your turn. I don't know how you guys. Your combat always ends with like
I
the
can't see, I don't
people
have my
you're
fucking
fighting
glasses.
being rendered incapable of moving, and you guys just
Grease champ.
surrounding them. And
It's an actual grease chant. Did you say DJ?
oh, it's a grease
All right,
chan.
so
Grease chant, why?
I love it.
so
guys, look how tough Baramy is.
were they
I
both
know, he's
prone?
so fucking tough.
Say that again. I'm
Both
sorry.
of them were prone.
Yes.
Yeah, they fell from the grease.
Oh, they didn't take fire damage. I'm sorry. From just
Yes,
being
the
in fire.
environmental fire damage, correct.
So the second ogre is dead.
Oh,
Burned
I
to
love
death.
the imagery. It's just like rolling
Also,
around in a
theoretically, if
flaming
you would
grease
like to
pit.
roll environmental fire damage for me, because I did conclude my turn in a fire area.
Okay. Take 2 damage.
Very good.
How do your bandages fare in that?
Are your bandages on fire? Oh no! Also, can you hand me a stylus? I just realized I don't have one. That's been my issue this whole time. I
You
can't
know-
type on this damn thing.
In my years of life, I've learned that the best thing to do to a grease fire is pour water on it. So I think you guys should try to put Raz out by pouring
I
water
don't think we
on.
have any water.
I have a water skin.
Oh, okay. One person has water. One person.
I'm pretty sure
prepared for
almost
this.
everyone has a water skin.
Correct. We
I'm
all
also
do.
worried if any of you people ever get encountered by a grease,
Grease
fire.
fire. No, you're not supposed to
Well,
pour
obviously
water
you
on
don't put
it.
water on it. It
No,
makes it
it's
worse. We know
It's the
that.
worst thing.
I was like, no one's concerned about that. No one's going, that's
Oh, no,
not
I-
true.
I-
No, we all recognize what you were trying to do by
I-
making the
all
fire
right.
bigger to make his bandages come off.
Well, now you hurt my feelings.
So we have. Did the last guy still alive, right?
There's 2 still alive. Or no, I'm sorry, one's
You-
still alive
yeah.
because I just killed him. You're right.
All right. So I'm gonna shoot the other one. I'm disadvantaged because.
All right.
Oh, okay. That first one was a natural 1, so that's not happening.
Hit me.
I'm on it.
What? Oh yeah,
I'm on
that's,
his
that's
back.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's on. Yeah. So
That's
roll
That's not the one
damage
that
to
died.
Raz then.
6.
Is that with your
points
bonus?
of damage, yeah.
Okay.
All right. The leader's dead.
I guess I just see a ball of fire. I can't really see who's within
Yep.
said
You
ball
just
of
see
fire.
smoke, fire, and just bodies flying around.
As far as I'm aware, all my allies are.
Doing all right.
Doing all right.
Yeah, you haven't seen much of them. You see glimpses of them through the fire as the you know,
Nikolai's floating. It's-
yeah, and the fire is beginning to spread further along the hill. With that, Nikolai, it's your turn.
Do you have
Tom.
another javelin?
I know. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think I have multiple javelin.
Dave.
Yeah, I had 5, so now I've got 4. I'm gonna chuck a javelin at this last remaining man. Shit, you're right on top of him, aren't you?
Shit happens.
Do you know that?
I don't.
I
I'm
don't-
20 feet above him, and there's just a ball of fire. I'd chuck a javelin at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit. Fucking hit me.
All right.
Like,
You're chill. It's a 21
So
with
that,
bonus. Well, no, I'm not trying to hit him. I'm trying to hit the other guy, but I'm obstructed. So should I do disadvantage?
right. Yeah. Do disadvantage.
That is a 7.
A 7. Okay. So you do miss. Javelin digs into the ground slightly next to him.
Sick.
All right.
Sick. Yo, man, where's your dog been?
Since I have not been commanding him, he's just like around
He
the
takes the
edges.
dodge
Yep.
action.
He takes
okay.
dodge and is just hanging out near, I guess,
Well, he
Saphira
just
now.
defaults to.
He's just
Yeah, if
running
I-
around.
If I
having
don't
a
tell him
blast.
what to do, he dodges.
yeah, it's the way
and,
most pets function.
Yeah. Yeah, he can impose disadvantage on an attack if he's within 5 feet of that ally, but it hasn't come up because I'm not going to tell him to run into the fire.
Yeah.
That's one of the primary complaints with the Beastmaster Ranger is it continually utilizes your bonus action to actually actively command your pet. Yeah. It sucks in terms of your action economy.
Oh, so he has to use a full action to have his
No,
beast.
bonus
No,
action.
bonus
Bonus
Oh,
action.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can use my bonus action to tell Crockpot to attack, but with
And
the
then
fire pit,
the
I
pet
assume
gets a
it's not
separate
even-
Also, I love
initiative roll.
Every
right?
time I think about
Or is it
Functions
right
right
after?
after.
Okay.
Sure.
Every power roast in the crock pot.
So Raz, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, so the one beneath me is still alive.
Yep.
The other one, though, is that one still alive as well?
No, yours is the only one that's still alive.
Okay. Also, you dealt me 6 damage, correct?
Yes.
Theoretically, I need to make a concentration check against that to see if my flaming sphere concludes. A 5. So yeah, my flaming sphere is gone.
Oh.
Bye.
Aw.
Okay. So then.
Rip Grease Chan.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a fully solid use for my bonus. I mean, we're still on fire. I will dig my teeth into his spine again.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You also do have access now to a javelin and an arrow.
I have my mouth. 24.
Definitely hits.
I just want to look at your character sheet for a little bit. I have no idea like what your abilities are and shit like that.
7
I'm so
acid
curious.
damage as I sink my delicious fangs into his spine.
Damage?
Acid damage, yes.
What are you?
I'm
Raz.
A field
real
mouse.
boy.
I'm a real
He's
boy.
literally a Sour Patch Kid.
A field mouse with
He's
real
sour
skin.
and sweet.
He's a
Real
piece
bones.
of bread that uses mage hand to carry itself.
Yep.
Shit.
And then with my bonus action, I'll healing word myself, not Tom.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know, you're hurt.
He's also.
I was
I've
a
been yelling about it.
You also can't use healing
have.
hand on
Nikolai
someone
has
who's
it.
20 feet up in the air. Or did you
healing
say,
word?
Oh, you
You're
said
right.
healing word.
Yeah, healing word.
I thought
Not
you
cure
said-
I
wounds.
hate the fact that I chose a Russian accent.
Aha, I heal myself for 8 damage.
Big-
I'm back to full hit points. I will conclude my
Big
turn.
mistake.
Good. All right.
Very good. I
So-
conclude my turn in fire if you would like to roll my environmental
Oh,
fire
yeah, right.
damage.
5 damage.
I will cast Absorb Elements. I will absorb fire damage. 4, I take 1 damage.
Okay.
He's such a monster. So who's left?
Just the third ogre.
Okay, Raz is not on that.
No, he's
One.
definitely on it.
No, he's on
just
that
bit
one.
him.
Okay. I will. Okay, I will cast. Yeah, this is single target. I'll firebolt the ogre.
Okay. Do it with disadvantage to not hit Raz.
Raz is on top of him.
Okay.
I'm
the
on
guy's
it, so I'm
the guy's
occupying
laying
part of
prone.
its
Sure.
space.
That's fine. The lowest is 20 with bonus.
Oh,
so
damn.
I'm good.
Yeah, it hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 7 points of fire damage to its back, to its ogre meat.
All right, and he is still on fire.
Okay, I'm also going to yell as I do this. I'm the filthy magic user.
I don't know if it has a good enough memory to
Just so they know. Now. Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway.
Can you say it again?
I like that.
I'm
just
the
like-
filthy magic user.
I liked it when you had that pause.
That break.
I'm the filthy magic user.
There you go.
Someone clip that, please.
Right.
Please.
I'm filthy.
That as
Just
well.
that. Just
That
that.
as well. So it is his turn now. He's going to make a roll to stand up from being... he fails, so he's still prone. He just can't stand up covered in grease the way he is, you know? So he fails. He's still sliding around on the ground. Fizzlewick, it is now your turn.
Does he take elemental fire damage?
He does.
As well as...
Not Raz's thing, because that's
My
gone.
flaming
right.
sphere is concluded, but he makes the deck save against Fizzle.
Can we get a hashtag fizzle me daddy in the
Fails.
chat, please? Thank you.
There we go. I like it.
Got to give you all the energy from chat. For
Yeah,
your turn.
no.
We
I
need to
feel
start doing like a group prayer beforehand, but just chanting "Fizzle me, Daddy." I think it'll really help with viewership.
I think so.
I can't
good.
wait to do that
I'm
all
glad
the
we've
fucking
added that
time with
last
my
night.
next character.
Yeah, I'll just try to take a crossbow shot at him then.
All right.
And that's at disadvantage.
Yep.
We got an 18 and a 16. Cool,
Fizzle me,
so-
daddy.
Yeah.
They both hit.
Awesome. And then...
D6 and a D8.
No,
you
actually,
did
it's just a
arcane
D8
shot?
plus 6.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't. I did that wrong last time. I
Wow.
should
Still very
rob
good.
myself of
fucking
damage.
insane.
Yeah, 8. So that'll be 13 piercing.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Is he dead yet?
He is not dead, but
Oh
he's
my God.
very hurt. His
Very
legs
hurt.
are starting to shake. He's having a hard time standing up. Well, he's laying down.
In
but-
grease on
You know what I mean?
He's been having
He's
a rough
just having a
time.
hard time.
Right?
Hey man, some days are just worse than others.
We
You know?
feel like the worst bullies
I-
right now.
I'd like
I
to
don't.
picture the silly chase music,
Yes.
that playing while he's
Benny
trying
Hill.
to get up and just falling back down this slippery hill over and over again.
Except the
man's
hill's on
life
fire.
Getting bit and shot and javelined.
Like a man just falling down an escalator.
Oh, fucking hell.
Zephyr, it is now your turn.
Put this ogre on an elderly person life alert commercial.
I've fallen and
I have diabetes.
Oh no.
and I can't get up.
Is that who the ogre is?
I knew you would.
It's him.
It's Wilfred. Diabetes.
So Raz is still on his back.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
He's
just
still
lower me.
prone.
Uh-huh.
If I lower
this
you
is
now,
good
I'm
if you
lowering you
wanna-
literally into an inferno. So.
Oh, shit.
No,
Take over.
I was right at
Thank
the
you.
edge of where there was no fire. I was never in fire.
Is the fire spreading?
Oh, probably.
like,
I didn't think about that.
It's fine. We'll just reenact Indiana Jones.
Leave me where I
And we'll
am.
just lower you into the fire.
Shit, do we know how to put out a grease
chanting
fire?
Kali Ma very loudly.
Very good.
You smother it.
With a body.
I'm gonna roll.
You're gonna
around
need
in
a
it to
lot
put
of
it out.
bodies.
Where we
We've
get
got
up
plenty
the
of
valley.
ogres.
I got a lot of prestidigitation and frostbite. Just
You're the filthy magic.
filthy.
I am the filthy magic.
Use
It
it.
should be like no, leave that part off. It's better. Should be your stage name.
Filthy magic.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
That's good.
Filthy
that's,
magic
that's,
RPG.
that's someone I
Coming
would
to you
go
soon.
see.
That's good.
Ooh. They call me filthy.
Sounds like you're getting laid if you go to a
Member
filthy
of the
magic
Skate
show.
Puppet Club.
Actually, when you say filthy magic show, it just sounds like it's like
Yeah,
a
just- yeah.
like just a creepy 30-year-old man,
Yep.
with like a high top shirt, high neck shirt,
So
turtleneck. That's the word.
High top shirt. He's got shoes.
what I'm going
his
to
neck.
do is basically just use my action to put my bow away, take
Okay.
out my rope, and just start to make like a lasso
Okay.
with my rope.
Okay.
You're gonna pull me through the air? Yes.
Tie a rock to it and throw it at him.
Also, real quick before you do that, I do have to ask. So you're saying Filthy Magic has got a turtleneck. So you're saying Steve Jobs is Filthy Magic.
I'm saying that all people who do filthy magic wear turtlenecks, but not all people who wear turtlenecks do filthy magic.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like, square is a rectangle kind of
Very
situation.
good. All right, continue.
This is some profound shit.
Yeah, and I'm assuming
I'm
I
gonna put my
can't
turtleneck
both.
away.
What?
I'm assuming that I cannot make the lasso and lasso him.
Yeah,
at the
I'll
same
say it
turn.
takes your turn to make the lasso.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to end my turn there.
All right, Nikolai, it is now your turn.
Is the other guy still alive? Yeah,
He
I guess that's why
is.
we're having turns, right? Yeah, I'm gonna throw my third javelin
All right.
right at this guy.
With
Raz.
disadvantage to not hit Raz.
16.
16 hits.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll
sick.
for damage.
Okay. And what do we say a javelin was again?
D6.
Action-wise, D6 plus 3. That would be 9 damage.
Cool. So as you throw your javelin from the levitating orb thing, it flies through the air before making contact with the ogre's skull, pinning it.
I would like to be really close to Raz's face, but not hitting Raz.
Okay. Close enough to just give him a bit of a spook.
Close enough to catch a bandage.
That's real close.
That's a
kidding,
little
yeah.
too close. But close enough to give him a little bit of a huh, as it impales the ogre's head
Does not give you one of those.
and kills it. It is now dead, pinned to the ground by its head.
Cool.
And that's all of them. Y'all killed everything.
Get me out the sky!
I'm going to attempt to
Lasso.
get close enough that I'm not in the fire, but as close as possible, and try to lasso him.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Just run into the fire.
6.
6, your lasso flies past Nikolai, missing him.
Into the fire?
Not into the fire, but it falls to the ground.
And I
You did
pull
not
it
lasso
back
him.
and try
Okay.
again.
All right, roll again. This time, roll with advantage. We'll say someone is there giving you moral support.
Alright, so that's
Soot knows how to lasso real well.
15.
Okay, cool.
Yeehaw.
So your lasso hooks around Nikolai's thigh, because why not? You pull and it tightens onto his thigh.
Like a kite. I'm just gonna kind of pull away from the fire a little bit, and then
Okay.
pull him away, and then drop levitate.
Well, can't you lower me using levitate?
Well, once I cast it, you just
Yeah, we just
gently
talked about
fall
this
to the
though. If she
ground.
lowered you,
okay.
she would be
You don't-
lowering you
don't,
right
like,
into fire.
plummet.
Oh, I thought I just fell right
No.
to the ground. Good
That'd
to
be
know.
very good.
No, so you pull him slightly to the side and set him down where he's not going to be inflicted by fire. So everyone's now safe. Y'all
I
good.
would like to inspect the meat and see if it's cooked.
It is cooked.
I'm
Yep.
going to press the digitation, get that fire out of here,
Okay.
Under the meat specifically, not the rest of the burning flames. We'll have
Okay.
to discuss what to do about that.
What was the bear meat call? Was it hooty hoo?
Did we discuss that?
Just now.
Did
It's
we discuss that?
established.
I think that was established before, but
What was it, hooty hoo?
yeah, I
it
think
was.
so. I'm pretty sure.
I think everyone was against it, but I'm just gonna keep using it until we find a better one.
Nikolai, this meat is done.
All right.
You heard me, hooty hoo.
You go to the bathroom.
So hope I'd wait for Bearmy to come over, and I'd try to cut a piece off. I don't have a sword. Does anyone have a dagger? I think I have a dagger
I'll
actually.
pull out my dagger.
The silent one?
Did you say dagger?
Could I borrow for a moment?
Sure.
I would like to silently cut this meat off of this spigot. No one can hear me do it, but it's fucking fine and it's nice. And I would like to make a big pile of shaved meat, shawarma style, for Bearmy,
It's very good.
and let him just go to town.
You look hurt.
Yo, it fucking sucks, bro. You see this shit?
You look quite bloody.
That's, almost if double-bloodied was a thing, that's what that would be.
Would you like some help?
I would love some help.
Okay. I'll cast delicious, delicious good berries.
Oh shit, good berries!
What a spell.
And I'll hand you all 10 of the good berries.
All 10? Alright, well, I'm gonna eat 10 good berry. So I'm up to 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also going to lay hands on myself. That's in actions. So what am I at? 6, I need 12. I'm gonna use all. We're not about to take a long rest, are we? I didn't think so at all. Yeah, I'm gonna use 12 out of my 15.
I mean, you can take a long rest if you'd like.
I don't think so.
Pretty early.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta keep going.
Should I put this fire out then, or?
Probably.
Yeah, if you can, that would be great.
Yep, that's fine. And I just kind of like push my sleeves back and walk over and just start prestidigitationing and frosting the flames to put it out and kind of clean up the grease off of this grass. So there's no trace that anything happened here aside from lots of dead, burned grass.
All right, you do that.
And the pile of bodies.
And the
there
pile
is
of bodies
also
that
a
are
pile of
burning.
Mr. Fizzlewick, there are some bones here.
I actually could use these ogre bones.
Good.
I told you, don't listen to Nikolai. Say, oh, what's ogre? What's ogre? Look at the
Mr.
bones.
Nikolai.
They're wonderful.
My dagger.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. What kind of bones do you prefer?
One's easily ground.
Grindable bones.
I'm gonna grind.
I would
these
like
bones.
to
Very
quickly
good.
To make
inspect,
bread?
Yes.
sorry,
No, I need
investigate
bone meal.
uh,
I mean, we could make bread.
Raz over here to see if any of his bandages have burned away enough for me to get a good glimpse at what he looks like at all, skin color-wise, or anything under his bandages.
Make a perception check.
I would like to note that I absorbed 5 of the 8 fire damage that I was subjected to.
Right, so not all of it hit you. Yep.
Well, I rolled a 2.
Well, there's your answer. You don't see shit.
see me.
Am I able to?
She's like, can I look?
I'm so curious about Raz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting the fire out. I don't give a shit.
You know what he looks like.
What is
Burned
this?
to death.
Perception?
Yep.
10.
Yeah, it's not enough. Sorry, man.
See me.
I am the knight.
I am the knight.
Campaign ends. I was never here.
All right.
Rest did not exist.
Yeah, that would be fucking badass, dude.
So y'all collect yourselves after the fight. You gather up some bones.
Any loot? These
Check.
Bodies? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like
I'm gonna
to.
search the big one.
Okay.
I'll
My-
check
my
the
good
other one, I
My good
guess.
friend,
It's 14.
Mr. Big.
I want to go with Mr. Fizzlewick over to the pile of bodies.
All
That
right.
is a 23 with bonus.
Cool. Tom?
I got a 14.
14. Okay. So you each
Very good.
find 5 gold,
My Halloween costume.
and some meat still on the bone sticking out one end, sort of like a handle.
I'm gonna consume that.
Okay.
I'm gonna clean it off first, and then I'm gonna eat
You're just
it.
gonna eat ogre, man?
Not ogre. They were eating it.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought you just meant we found their
I
meat
mean,
sticking off
I
a
still
bone.
would, but
Can
yeah,
I?
no, that's not how that works.
Can I tell what kind of meat this
I hope
is?
it's person.
Make a nature check.
15.
It's person.
Yeah, it's people. No, it's not.
It's just people.
You recognize this as the thigh of a deer.
Okay.
The thigh of a man.
Recognize this as the thigh of Timmy.
Timmy's thigh.
No!
It's actually written on the side. There's a tag.
Property
written on
of
his shoes.
Timmy. If found, please return.
Well-aged Timmy.
You get it back to Timmy. He's 45 now. Like, what the fuck?
We thought you were missing this.
I was 20 years ago.
Old meat.
So you guys gather yourselves and make your way back to the what was that? The Larch Path.
Well, did we find anything on the collected body arrangement?
Lots of scraps of cloth and clothing that were cut during the battles.
Okay.
Many bones.
Okay.
Many bones.
Need to
Do
get
you
them-
need more?
bones. Mostly just ogre bones.
Okay.
I mean, any bone will do. I'd prefer ogre bones.
You have a taste for ogre bone?
Yup.
I'll remember that.
Oh, we don't run into any more ogres for a while.
Fizzlewick, I'll say from your studies during your your past experience, you are able to recognize ogre bones from regular bones.
Okay.
And there are some ogre bones in this pile.
Sure. I'll grab those, scoop those up.
Cool.
Are the rest of them human, distinctly?
Not distinctly. There's miscellaneous bones.
Very good.
Cool. So you guys make your way back to Larch Path. You start to progress further into Somber Hills. As you're walking, you see sheer cliff faces that are jutting out of the side of mountains. The hills began covered in grass, full of grass and life and herbs and things of that sort. The further you progress, the more you're starting to see it become hills of just dirt with not much green, just hills of dirt.
Okay.
As you're walking along the road a little bit further, a few miles outside of Red Larch, you come upon 4 graves that are really just piles of stones set to the side of the road.
I would like to investigate the graves. Just kind of bend down, try to look at the area kind of around the stones to see how much it's settled. Trying to get an idea of like how long these graves have been here, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check, or investigation rather.
That is a 24.
Okay. 24.
Yep.
So the earth scraped out for the holes is piled nearby. So it's not necessarily piles of stones. I was wrong. It's actual graves. Glad we established that. You also do see hastily gathered stones covering the graves, not necessarily making the entire grave.
Okay.
Faint smell of death hangs in the air. There's several vultures. The graves look, and because of the smell, recently dug.
Yeah, newer.
I would like to cast Mage Hand and
Oh,
begin
God.
to, kind of shift the dirt around as though there's movement
Okay.
in the dirt while he's looking at it.
Okay. You do that so you see the dirt begin to move as you're looking at
Ah! Fuck!
What's wrong?
There's something under the ground. The bodies are moving.
I start fucking spinning my flail because I obviously didn't see that.
Maybe are they being resurrected? Maybe the ogres were doing a resurrection
We
ritual
have
at
seen a
some point
necromancer.
with that meat.
You should
It could be resurrection meat.
You should dig them up.
I have my doubts.
I don't want to dig them up.
If they're undead, we have to kill them.
That's true. And I just and I stab my
Good.
quarterstaff
Can I
into
do
the
an
ground.
insight or perception to see if I see Raz messing with
the
soot?
mage hand.
My Mage Hand is invisible.
Yeah, but you're still over here, like.
I mean, yeah, I'm 100% good. Dig.
That's just
Ex-
Raz. I mean, really.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Yeah.
No, not really.
I just like fucking with him. Hurry, Soot. Dig up the graves.
I don't think we really
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah,
dig
yeah,
up
yeah.
the graves.
I'm
Who
kind
knows
of
what could be
pushing
in
it
there?
with the with my
it could
quarter
be
You're
staff.
digging with your quarter
There's
staff,
probably
so it's going to
bones.
take you some time to get to the bottom of the grave. But you are digging with the quarter.
I'm standing behind you, spinning my flail, just ready in case anything jumps out, holding my shield out. Just
Okay.
my forearm is fucking jacked now from how much I've spun this flail, and among other things.
I clear out the area around like one of the faces
Okay.
to see if I can see anything.
One
Like
of
where the face would be, if I can see like where the head of the grave is. That's kind of
Oh,
where I'm clearing
understood.
out.
Okay.
Turns out they bury their bodies backwards. You only got toes.
That's fine. Then I'll do it on the other side.
All right. So as you are moving the dirt away from where the face you'd expect would be, you stand there for a couple minutes digging with your quarterstaff, moving the dirt slowly out of the way. After some time through the dirt, you see the face of a male dwarf.
Oh, damn it!
What's wrong,
What were you
Soot?
hoping for?
Not a dwarf. That wasn't Soot saying that. That was me. Does he have the marking on his forehead, the skin? The weird, like, symbol-y things?
Make an investigation check.
12.
A 12?
Yep.
He does not. There's nothing on his face that immediately marks him as belonging to one group or another.
Okay. I'm gonna poke it with my
Okay.
quarterstaff. Hey! Hey!
I'm gonna move my mage hand and open its mouth, just slowly.
Okay. So you see the mouth slowly begin to open.
I'm gonna just take the quarterstaff and just jam it into its mouth.
Okay. You do that. There's nothing no change.
I think they're trapped, Raz.
What do you mean trapped?
Well, they can't get out. All it's done is open its mouth at me, and I've kind of broken its jaw off. So I think we're probably okay. It's not coming out of the ground or anything.
Oh, it's not moving anymore.
No.
That's good. Good job, Soot.
Yeah, I got it.
Very good.
Resurrection's scary business.
Indeed, the dead should stay dead.
Yeah, I don't know why those ogres were doing that, but
I don't know why an ogre would be a necromancer either. That's very atypical.
yeah.
Seems pretty weird to me, to be honest.
Could be that there is someone else in the area.
Could be. I suppose that's probably very likely.
Did you say what was in that grave, Soot?
Yeah, it's a dwarf.
A dwarf man.
Yeah, he doesn't have the markings like the other ones, though, on his forehead meat.
Does he look like he's wearing finer clothes? Could he be a delegate?
I don't know, and I brush some more dirt aside and look to see.
Dig.
So you move some of the dirt away,
Small campaign.
and this male dwarf is dressed in artisan robes.
Okay. Looks like an artisan of some kind.
Artisan.
Anybody familiar with any artisan dwarves?
Mr. Fizzlewick might like his tools.
Yeah, I sure could be. Do I know anything about like what guild it looks like he was in or anything?
You can make an investigation check on him, see what you can determine.
Well, it's not awesome. It'll be a 10.
A 10?
Mhm.
Okay. So as you begin looking at the body, you recognize that the robes he's wearing, closer to the sleeves, are peppered with little burn holes across the sleeves. As you look a little bit further, you notice his hands are very calloused and rough. From the time you've spent crafting and being an artisan yourself, you recognize these features as being as belonging to a blacksmith.
Okay.
The robes themselves, you don't really recognize exactly where they're from, but they don't look unfamiliar.
Okay. Yeah, can I search his body for some tools?
Yeah, okay. Make an investigation check.
12.
12?
Fuck. 7?
You do find a
smart
hammer.
cookie.
You find a hammer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that hammer out and take a look at it. And yeah, this guy was a blacksmith.
The sick hammer, though.
So you pull the hammer and you begin to look at it, and there's dwarven runes carved all over the handle.
Do I know what they mean?
You
speak
read
Dwarvish?
Dwarvish,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it means property of Dale.
Okay. Well, this
Just
guy's name
writes
was
his name
Dale.
on.
Sure his name wasn't Brick?
Yeah, I really phoned in that name,
Dale.
didn't I? His name was
This is Dale the dwarf. I have his arrow.
Dale,
Doug Dimmadome.
owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
So
Yeah.
there are 3 more graves.
I mean, I think we're probably fine. Do you want me to dig them up?
Mr. Fizzlewick got a hammer.
This is called grave robbing.
I mean,
Usually a little.
Seems like waste of
this
time.
is in the mountains, so it doesn't look like anybody lives here. So, I would say it's more grave disturbing, or tampering, even.
Well, if you
less
dig
so
something-
robbing.
If you take something without permission, it's robbery.
I asked him.
He
No,
did.
I didn't. Did he?
Yeah,
He did.
I didn't hear you once say, "Can I have hammer?"
yeah, I did. He didn't
That's
say
why
a
it
fucking
opened
word.
its mouth.
He didn't say
Do
a
I
word.
believe that?
So as you guys are standing there,
We got
So
100%
ignore it.
friendship. You believe everything I say.
so as you
hate
guys are
that.
standing there, looking, talking to one another, looking out over the horizon, you see a man, decent distance away from you, walking toward you. The only features you're able to make out is that he's a man, holding
Look like a man.
a shepherd's hook.
I'm still a fucking ogre, by the way. I never dropped that. It has not been an hour.
All right, yeah, you're still an ogre. Yep. So-
Hello, sir.
So after some time, he gets closer, and he hears you say, "Hello, sir." He goes, "Oh, hello. What are you guys doing out here?"
Could ask you the same thing.
Oh, as you can see by this flock of sheep behind me, I'm a shepherd.
Is there a flock of sheep behind him?
Yeah, you look behind him. There's a flock of sheep behind him.
How big is it?
I would love if
The
there wasn't
flock?
a flock of sheep.
That's what I was excited. Yeah, like, on an estimate, how many sheep do you think are with him? It's an important question for me.
20 to 30.
I'm on a D100.
You're do you want to see how many sheep?
Whoo, 50 sheep.
There you go, 50
Damn,
sheep.
this guy's a great. Does he have any dogs?
Nope.
Wow,
This guy's
impressive.
He's a good shepherd.
intense.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, look, we're not trying to get in your way. We can see you're obviously a very powerful man. Keep control of 50 sheep like this by yourself.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just got attacked by some ogres over there, and
Yeah.
we're on our way out of here. So like,
Yep.
we can just clear off if you just part your sheep, some like Moses and whatnot.
Oh,
We could really just keep moving quickly.
Well, see, friend, we're walking the same way, so
Shit, are we?
My
sure.
cat is,
Are y'all headed to Bellyard?
yes.
Yes?
Oh, yeah, well, that's the only town at the end of this road, so that's why I figured that's where y'all were going.
Yeah.
My farm is just off the way a little bit. I walk with you if you'd like.
Oh, that'd be great. I am an ogre, again, just as a reminder.
Just once again, make sure that you keep your sheep away from my bear.
Oh, y'all
Yes, it
have,
was directly next to me as we're having this conversation.
maybe I'll let y'all walk ahead of me.
My cat is gonna like rub up against like one of the front sheep.
Come and roll on the side.
So as you're standing there, he goes, yeah, I see y'all found the graves.
Whose graves are these?
Oh, I'm not rightly sure. I was walking this way about a month ago and it was fine. Just the other day, I noticed these graves here.
That's odd. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people out here, so that's pretty weird.
No, yeah, it's really nothing. It's kind of out in the open. He gestures at the horizon and says, "The only thing really out here is that there spire." And you look over the horizon in that direction, and sure enough, out in the distance, you do see an old tower kind of leaning. He goes,
And
recently, there's been some people taken up in there. They keep to themselves, but there's some nights out of Waterdeep.
define taken.
They've taken up. They've begun. They're squatting. in the,
got it. Okay, I thought you meant people were taken up there,
Oh, no,
yeah.
I'm
kidnapped.
sorry. Yeah,
you know,
I'm
borrowed.
misunderstood. Yeah, there's no one cave napped.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Yep. He goes, yeah, I've seen them. Sometimes they fly these giant beasts around.
What
They
do you
fly?
mean, beasts?
Oh, they're flying monsters. I've never seen like it before in my life, but
Why would
My
you
eyes are
call
like
it a monster?
glittering.
because they're monsters. I've never seen. What word do you use to describe something?
We should
you've
go.
Never
What is-
seen and recognized.
What is your name, friend?
Oh, my name is Larman. Larman Greenboot.
What was it?
Larman Greenboot.
Larman Greenboot. I thought your name was gonna be Hook.
Hook.
Plot Hook.
Ah. See, actually, my last name is Hook. However, my first name is Shepherd. And that may be why I'm so good at moving these sheep. I'm literally a shepherd's hook.
We need to check out that spire.
Here's now, I see you already started examining the one body.
No, that was like this when we got here.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna eat it or anything.
Me neither.
okay. Well, I suppose that would be a bad thing to do. Please don't do that.
I would never.
He was mentioning that
I
he wouldn't do
rolled
it
an
because it
insight
sounds like
of
such a bad idea. He didn't want
19.
you to think that he would be such a bad person.
On me?
Both of you.
What are you casting?
If we were lying about whether or not we were going to eat those bodies?
I feel like mainly you.
I rolled a natural 1.
I'm not lying.
I was probably going to eat that body.
I'm
At
a
least
friend.
part of it. I
that
would,
lump?
have at least tasted that body.
Yeah.
So you don't believe them, but dude does.
I'm a very friendly ogre. Animals and people are friends, not
I keep
food.
forgetting you're an ogre.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the sentiment. Please don't kill me.
I'm not going to. Don't
What
worry.
do these beasts look like?
Yes, I'm very curious about these beasts.
Ah,
as
well, from what I've seen, they've got 4 legs and big wings.
Interesting.
Like lizard or bird.
Ah,
or...
Like an owl?
Can't
Are-
rightly be sure. They're pretty high up in the air. Not like an owl.
No, if Owl and my friend Bermy here got together, would you maybe think that they look similar to that?
No,
Fuck, okay. Alberto.
no, it's not an owl.
Am I familiar with the concept of dragons?
I've heard tales,
Okay.
legends. Yeah.
Would you say that they're scaly in nature and have big fire mouths?
Nope, wouldn't say that at all.
Okay. I'm thoroughly confused then.
Do you
I-
We
have
gotta
a-
check out these creatures.
Do you have a family that stays with you at your farm?
I don't know if you want to answer that question.
God. Oh my
You may just want to
God.
refrain
I am
from
also
answering the
a-
question.
A shepherd, you
It's-
could say.
That's not true. Don't do it.
Well, I
Very
respect the trait. Now, as far as my family, yeah, I have a family lives on my farm. My kids
Am I-
help tend to the chickens. My
Am
wife
am I not here?
tends.
This is-
Am I not here?
Yeah, you're here. That sounds lovely, Mr. Green Boot.
How did you get that last name? Is because your boots do not seem to be green. They look brown.
I don't
Yeah,
think
they
that's-
are. But you see the weird thing, and he takes his boot off and he sticks his foot out, and his foot's just green.
Is it like
Oh,
gang green or like
God.
glowing green?
Everyone in my family born with green feet. Now they're green boots. I have been for a couple centuries now.
Oh my God.
You could put that back on.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
okay,
It
yeah, I
smells
got-
terrible.
I got no
Wait.
feeling. Take this fire poker and whack it.
Please.
You just carry that around?
I want to try to walk near his foot to look at it without
Yeah.
asking any permission.
Yep.
So you just kind of look over at his foot.
Yeah, no, just like,
It's a green foot.
studying the foot.
Can I do a medical roll on that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can.
Medicine roll? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 10. I don't know what I was expecting with that. I just want to look at it medically.
And you go,
Ah,
yeah,
yes, that's fucked up.
something ain't right there.
You should see doctor.
I'm gonna pull out my ogre glasses and do a medicine check.
Are they just bones
no,
that are
yeah.
circular?
It's not
Just
very
two
good.
vertebrae
That's not
hollowed
very
out.
good.
You tell him, well, it looks like you're slowly turning into an ogre.
Yeah, you sure? Were you ever bit by an ogre as a child?
No, not that I can think. I got bit by plenty of skaters.
What did you say?
Skaters.
Skeeter. I thought you said skiers.
Might one have been a small ogre?
I doubt that's likely, but I suppose possible. I haven't seen everything in this world yet.
What about an invisible ogre? You ever seen those?
How would I? It's invisible, sir.
Ah, that's true. That's
He
good.
gotcha.
And where did you say your farm is?
Oh,
Don't
well,
answer that question.
My farm.
You set up the road, right?
Ma'am, I don't know what you have against this man, but he's been nothing but pleasant.
I don't know. Those are some pretty sketchy questions. Do you have family that live with you? Where is your house? I'm also a shepherd.
I'm not interested in eating a body.
This is the most sketchy interaction. He's so pleasant. Bless his heart.
And he's sketched out by you. Like, that's the best
My
fucking part.
God.
He goes,
I'm
look,
just gonna start walking towards the spire.
The only thing I can think is this man is also a killer. If that's normal, he is a fucking killer.
Shut the fuck up. Where do you live, sir?
oh, my farm, like I said, is just slightly outside of Bellyard.
Oh, very good.
Right before Spire?
Nope, Bellyard is not the spire.
I would like to approach his sheep and begin to pet one to see how it reacts, and I would like to ask it, is he actually a shepherd?
Okay, you do that, and
Because I can determine their motivations.
as you're petting the sheep, you do that, and you get a sense of how the sheep feels, and the sheep just kind of has this 1,000-yard stare. He goes,
Okay.
the things I've seen. The people he's killed.
Oh my God, I was right.
Why do you think I've been doing this, Don? No one walks up to a party with a bandaged man and,
And an ogre!
and says nothing. Very
Is he
good.
responsible for the bodies?
Oh,
Is that his
I was
body
on the
pit?
mystery the whole time.
So,
I would like to help you get your flock back to your farm, friend.
oh, well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. We, if you promise to keep that bear away from a sheep.
He'll keep the bear aside. And I'm going to lean down to the sheep again. I will free you.
Please.
I'm gonna hold Jeremy.
Very
we
good.
don't know any of this, right? Never mind.
No one has any fucking idea that this is what's going on.
My
come
cat
on, man.
is
We
like
need to continue
jumping on the
moving.
sheep.
We should take...
My cat is jumping on the
his-
sheep and just like standing and,
needing
Making muffins. Once
Make
again.
muffins.
and then going to the next sheep and doing the same thing.
Slowly
massaging
weaving them
sheep.
all
Yeah.
together. I like it.
I'm going to real quick. I'm going to lean down.
Sheep king.
It's just their wool.
I'm
Or
gonna
sheep
lean over
laces.
to Zafira since Soot has his suspicions about this man even before you did that. I'm fairly certain that this man is a murderer.
Why do you believe that?
There's bodies. I'm an ogre. And look at Raz.
Not much.
No one answers those questions
Just look at Raz.
and talks to us without being a literal killer.
Everyone in the town was pretty nice. I guess you weren't an ogre
Right.
at that point.
He's a killer.
So, you want some baseball?
Have you seen this World Series fizzles? Yeah, so I'm going to just over towards my friends and just... We should help this man get his sheep home.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yes.
I guess.
We're the shepherds now.
I'm a shepherd.
You are all my flock.
He's gonna shepherd you to the other side.
This way.
Should be a door song.
Shepherd you to the other side.
Yeah, I'm going to begin beckoning the fucking sheep forward
Alright.
towards this man's farm
So,
because
you
I'm
guys-
going to his house.
Are they gonna listen to you
Am I
right away?
small enough
I would
to
assume
ride a
they
sheep?
would.
Can
Is he small
can
enough
I
to ride
climb
a
on
sheep?
one of the sheep?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
That is
Hey, wait,
important.
When I
could
climb
you
on it
have
with
your
Crockpot.
your crockpot just behind is hurting them?
Yep, I'll have Crockpot follow behind.
He's just
Okay.
nipping. He's
Like
just
a
nipping a
shepherd.
couple on the heels.
Actually, I can also speak with animals.
Okay.
So as we're walking, I'd like to ritual cast that.
So, speak with animals. Can they understand you, but you can't understand them? Is that what it is?
No, you understand them. They can understand you. Right?
I can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Yeah.
dude,
So you can
awesome.
just talk to them then. Okay.
I literally just talk to
An
the sheep.
interview with sheep.
All right. So
What would you say the quality of your fur is?
Wool,
It's not.
Wool.
It's not fur, so that's a.
fleece.
Really unprepared interviewer.
Do you feel that you've been fleeced?
Kill him. See, she's coming around to the idea.
roll with it.
But at the end of the campaign,
Someday I'll give her the knife
Is
and
Soot
know
gonna be the big
that
bad
it's
evil
in the
guy
right
this
hands.
campaign? Is Soot gonna be the big bad evil guy this campaign?
At this point, it's seeming like it's gonna be Raz.
That's what he
My
wants us to think.
Maybe.
He's Clark Kent.
Absolutely.
So
There's
you
a
cast,
reason why he wants to kill him so badly.
you can now speak to animals.
Yes. When I speak to them, can like everyone else? I'm not speaking sheep. I'm just speaking
Common.
Common. I don't know what I was gonna say. The sheep. Because now I'm like,
Ah, shit.
I don't really.
Are
wanna
you
ask-
hungry?
Hungry fella.
Just kind of like, so do you like being a sheep? I guess.
Hey, ugly.
I can talk to the cat too,
You can.
which is
So would you ask the sheep? I'm sorry.
if he likes being a sheep.
It's not.
Don't know nothing else.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Oh, you fucker.
There it is. We've done it.
Uh,
We've done it. Now we get to ban you.
right?
Now we get to ban you.
Yep.
It's understandable. I get it.
I mean, I make jokes like that literally all the time.
That's why I aim to kill him.
Sarah has left rooms before.
Do you guys know what happens when you step on a D4? You take 1 D4 damage.
Very good.
It's true.
Fucking Legos.
They're worse than Legos,
know.
man. Especially the metal D4 that I have.
Yeah, I mean, that is a weapon. You have
Here,
a weapon.
have you?
No,
Yeah, the metal ones are fucking rough, dude.
I can't believe I caught that with this depth perception. Yeah, no, that is pointy.
Right?
That's real.
But then they round the corners
I'm gonna
on
let
the D6.
Man, this, oh, no. Cool.
Yeah, the D6 has the corners around it. All right.
Yeah, no, that's.
yeah, I'd
That would
like
hurt. That
to
would not feel good.
chat with these sheep
Okay.
as we
Yeah.
walk.
You have some conversations with some sheep as you're walking along.
Yeah.
Anything in particular you want to talk about? Sheep weather? How sheep stocks are doing?
Yeah.
Price of hay up right now?
If,
So, sheep, you got a full-time job?
yeah. Where you from? Sheep.
That guy's farm?
He does have a farm.
Hey, that's where we live.
Do you like his farm?
Go as far as farms go.
Does this sheep seem
Frazzled.
like? I feel like I'm getting a different vibe from this sheep than Raz got from his sheep.
This sheep is chill. He's just kind of along for the ride.
This is not the leader of sheep.
It's not the leader of sheep, no.
Where's the king sheep?
Take me to your king.
I'm also going to talk to my cat, Fish.
Okay.
Walk up and just be like, "What are you doing there?" He's still.
Playing with wool? Sorry, that's not really a cat voice.
It's good, though.
I don't know a cat voice, what a cat voice would even be. Oh, now I'm just Cartman.
Oh, what if
I mean, I think
because
just
it's
a normal-
sheeps, take me to your bleeder?
Isn't that goats? Do sheep bleat?
Yeah,
I guess
sheep's
they
bleat,
Yeah.
which is a dumb sen Like, I hate that word. Bleat. Sorry, anyway.
I mean, you can just give the cat like a normal.
Yeah, cat's just got my voice, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what cats sound like.
Your cat sounds
probably.
like it's been smoking for 10 years. Yep, that's right.
Oh no.
Hello.
That's what
I'm
Smaug
just
sounds
playing
like. So
with some wool, darling.
Oh.
that is what Smaug sounds like. That's why his name is Smaug.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have some casual conversation with the cat and the sheep,
Yeah, you
and I
pass
guess Bearamy too. I can talk to Bearamy.
Can talk to Bearamy. So you just
Tell my
have
son I
a,
love him so much.
you have a
Oh.
conversation with all these animals like Snow White as you're walking along.
That lasts for 10 minutes, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes of walking and talking to animals. I just tripped over the chair that I have sitting here.
We'll say snow eggshell for copyright purposes.
Oh yeah. I know that was a solid 3 seconds of blank stare.
Processing.
Smaug wants to know where his Fiji water
As
is.
we're walking back to this man's farm, I would like to, take a step or two back from his flock of sheep and just. So, you have children, you said?
Yeah, I got 3 kids, 2 girls, 1 boy.
Oh, what are their names, friend?
They yell from the other side. Seemed like a long time to think of your own children's names.
Joanne? Lisa Marie?
And Black.
Buck Stone.
Buckstone.
Someone gonna
I
insight
thought
check this
only
guy.
one had one name. Lisa and then two pairs.
No,
of names.
Lisa. What did I say? Lisa.
No, it was
Lisa
Lisa
Marie.
Ann. I thought it was Lisa Ann.
Lisa Marie, Joanne, and Buck
Oh,
Stone.
okay, I missed the Marie.
And Buck. What?
Buckstone.
Okay.
And your lovely wife is her name? Yes.
She has a name. Yep.
What is your wife's name?
Oh well, I call her baby, but most.
Would you be offended if I did?
I would love to see that. Hey, baby. Holy shit.
We don't know. He could be a fucking ladies' man. He could be a killer.
How is
Well-
your charisma?
Mayan? Spicy is the answer.
I don't know what that means. But
Not good, probably.
It could be great or terrible.
Yeah, it's
one of
one or
the
the
two.
other.
It doesn't matter.
He goes, well, I suppose I'd prefer if you didn't call her baby.
I would not like to offend you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Y'all can call her, Edith. Yeah,
Edith.
We're gonna go with Edith.
Edith cubed.
Edith squared.
Cubed.
Is that her name, or is that just what you want me to call her?
That's true.
Got him!
Yes.
A little of both.
Very good, so I'll
A
call her...
little of both. That was a little bit her name.
I'll call her baby then.
All right, I suppose.
Just kidding with you.
Oh,
I do enjoy a good joke.
yeah, you're quite funny.
I would like to inside check that because I know that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I don't need to inside check it. I know it's bullshit.
I thought I rolled a 1. It was a 7.
A
Plus-
10.
10.
Wait, hold on. Insights plus 4, an 11.
Okay.
I just know from experience that it's horseshit.
He does not like a good joke.
Does not, no.
All right.
So as you guys are walking along with this man and his sheep, you come over a hill, and as you reach the top of the hill, you see a small river that's cutting its way through the hills that you're currently in. Seated at the side of the river, you see a group of people.
Are those your children?
No, I don't know rightly who they are.
what do they look like? What
Oh,
kinda-
all their backs are to you.
Oh.
You really can't see.
Hello?
And one person turns around, you see a man turn around. He looks like a common man, dressed in pretty plain clothes and whatnot. He goes, "Oh, hello."
I'm still an ogre.
Why are you still an ogre?
Because it's fun.
I'm gonna say you traveled long enough that you're no longer an ogre.
Oh,
You,
Sorry,
can,
bud.
you can recast it.
I
if
don't,
you
wanna,
wanna-
I don't want to waste a spell slot.
So it's a male. He turns around and he's dressed in pretty plain clothes, and he goes, hello.
How you doing?
All right, I'm quite thirsty, so I'm at this river drinking water. What are y'all doing out here?" And he looks behind you at the shepherd with like 20 sheep following a group of 5 people.
50, and there's a bear.
Yeah, and Jesus.
We're
And a cat
sheeping.
and a metal dog.
Sheeping.
Yeah.
What exactly does that entail?
I tap Barry on the ass and tell him to go towards the water so he can drink some.
I've just gotten into the sheeping business, which is, helping move them from point A to point B, from town to town, selling their wool.
So, would you say you're a shepherd?
Well, no, I have a shepherd, but I'm in the business of sheeping, which is I hire several shepherds. I handle all the logistics.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Understood.
You just shipping and receiving?
Yeah, sheeping and receiving.
I'm going to take a few steps back,
Okay.
and I'm going to wild shape and become a sheep and immerse myself in the flock.
Raz is just
Can
gone.
you repeat yourself? I'm sorry.
I will get in this
Did you
man's
just wild?
house.
Did you just wild shape as a sheep?
Yeah, into a
Fuck
sheep.
yeah.
This man's house will be mine.
Do Do
You
any of
disappear.
us see this?
Yeah, did
you
any of
want
us
me to roll for
notice
stealth?
Yes,
Raz?
please.
I'll say roll for stealth with disadvantage. I'll say you watch him turn into a sheep. You see that. When he falls back into the sheep, he's now white in a sea of white. I mean,
I rolled a 19.
with disadvantage?
Oh, thought he was rolling with disadvantage.
Oh,
That's a
19.
9.
I want to see if I see as well.
9.
What am I doing?
Pretty
Perception?
good.
Perception.
16.
19.
19. Fight me, Don. Stat. Chan! 19.
I am in the flock.
I was
So-
gonna help you. I don't want to see where you go. I just want to know that you did this.
Okay, yeah.
You guys all lose Raz in sheep form as he slowly falls.
But
his
I
way.
know that Raz does this.
Yeah, you all
We all
know
saw
that
him
you
turn into a
watched me
sheep.
become a
Got it.
sheep.
You saw him turn into a sheep, but as soon as he entered the flock, you lost him.
Did the guy see it or no?
No.
Great. As soon as they're like chatting, I back away, disguise self as Raz.
Okay.
Why?
You got to talk like Raz now, though.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
We've determined.
So
I can
once
do
again,
that.
you're only doing this to fool the gentleman, right? Because we all just
Correct.
saw him turn
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a
yeah.
sheep. Gotcha.
All right.
I got rid of that ugly ogre.
You haven't been an ogre.
Yeah, you haven't been an ogre in a minute.
That's fine. But I got rid of him.
I don't remember any ogres, but I appreciate it.
You
Well, he-
had a
he definitely met
conversation with
no-
him for several minutes in the woods by the bodies that I wasn't going to eat. How's your wife doing?
Oh,
What's her name again?
Edith.
Oh, you
Edith,
sure?
Edith. Also, baby.
AKA Baby. Known aliases, Baby.
Has anyone seen Soot? I need to kill him.
So,
I gotta roll for this performance. I just want to know how
Very
great
accurate.
it is. That's a 3%. That's honestly, it's bullshit. I'm fucking disappointed.
You shouldn't be.
So as you guys approach the group closer, you recognize that there are 3 common people. You see 3 guards protecting them. You see 3 more people in pretty fine robes, and then a priest.
Do I recognize? I'm gonna start talking about as a Russian. Do I recognize any of these robes or any symbols on the priest or anything like that? Like to be able to determine what religion?
Make a history check.
Would that be religion or history?
History, because you're looking for the history of the symbolism that's
Gotcha.
on his coat, as opposed to like the religious.
20 with bonus.
20. The symbols that are on his the priest's robes, you don't recognize them immediately as being something you're familiar with, but you do vaguely remember seeing them in books and such. If this is a religion, it is not a very prominent one.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Are you travelers?
The priest turns around and he goes, "Oh yes, we are pilgrims. We're making a trek from
West something?
No.
Westridge? Is that it?
well, see, we came from outside the Desserin Valley on the Keldell Path, and that brought us to Lentz Path, or Larch Path rather. We are making our way northeast out from the Desserin Valley.
You're not from Mirabar, are you?
No, we are not. No.
Make an insight check on these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
It's an 18 with bonus.
18.
Oh,
with
sorry,
bonus.
20 with bonus.
He's not lying. He's telling the truth.
I got nothing for these guys. What about you, Rez? You have anything to say?
I just want to go to his house and meet his family. We gotta get these sheep back. It's gonna get dark soon, and there's ogres in these woods. And they have bones and skin.
Just like you.
Yes, I do have bones and skin. Real
right.
skin.
Top notch. Top notch.
Thank you.
Sarah's just dead inside.
I just wanted to go look at the beasts in the tower, but
I, Sarah, have a headache, but my character is also
Fed up.
like Like this motion, that's not just me. That's
It's also the character.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are still standing around with this pilgrim caravan at the nearby river.
what direction are you traveling?
Oh, we are heading northeast.
Is there a specific place that
Beliar?
you're traveling to?
Outside of the Desserin Valley.
Are you specifically just trying to leave the valley?
Yes, we're just passing through.
I feel like I'm misunderstanding.
What's the valley? What encompasses?
This, and he kind of gestures broadly and goes, this is the Desserin Valley.
Why are you trying to leave?
We're just passing through.
Where are you headed?
I hope we find that along the way.
So you're nomads?
Not quite. We walk with a purpose.
What
Yeah.
purpose might that be?
We walk to discover our purpose.
That
You
sounds
know,
like you might
guys,
be
this
nomads.
is probably just bullshit. We should just leave these people in fucking bullshit. Fucking- I storm off angrily.
Do you have families back at home?
Oh, it's been many years since I've been home. I had a family once, but I'm not sure what has come of them.
Do you think they're still there?
Physically, maybe, but
Not mentally.
I would like
That was a
to.
legitimate question.
oh, yeah, that was a oh no. Well, sometimes the spirit may move on from this world. And
Leaves the body behind.
that's correct.
So you had
Okay.
said previously that they had like a caravan or like a wagon. I thought something along the lines
Yeah,
of
we'll
what.
say they have wagon. Yeah.
Very good. I would like to, amidst the flock of sheep, stay huddled and conclude my wild shape,
Okay.
and then use my action to become a field mouse.
Okay. You're
And
now a
then
field mouse.
I am going to scurry towards Mr. Fizzlewick's foot
Okay.
and just kind of like nudge at him with my leg.
Okay. You kind of poke him a little bit with your little field mouse foot.
And then I am going to, with my head, gesture towards their wagon.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna look at the mouse and glance at the wagon. Yeah. I'll start making my way toward it, I suppose.
All right.
And then
Just pick up the
Just
mouse
like keep
and
glancing at the mouse, like
we're just gonna walk over together.
All right. You guys walk over to the wagon.
Can you reach down and hold his little mouse hand while you do it?
Go on it.
just grab him by the tail. Just follow him.
like a leash?
Yeah.
All right. You are now at the wagon. Yep.
Can I see in the back of it? Is it like open?
It is closed.
It is closed. Are there people around?
I'm gonna squeak at him.
Not within like 10 feet. Okay.
Do I see them doing this?
And I'm gonna point with my mouse hand.
You see Fizzlewick begin walking over and a mouse kind of like mousing along.
Okay,
next
so
to
I'm
him.
gonna attempt to distract these people.
Okay.
Does anyone want to hear the story of my bandages?
And the priest goes, yes, that is quite interesting. Why? Why are you
I'm
wrapped?
burned badly.
What happened?
This
His
dumb.
idiot
I travel
friend
with an
burned
idiot
him.
that thinks he's my friend, and he burned me because I said I was cold.
The self-awareness is fucking killing me.
He breaks into my room every night because I don't tell him where I sleep.
That sounds actually really bad on your part, though.
So this man, does he regularly burn you and harass you?
I don't think it was intentional. I think he was just trying to do a good thing.
Hold on, time out.
I don't believe that.
He's an idiot.
Is that a mouse saying they just believe that man?
But
I
he is
wish.
very dumb.
Incredibly dumb.
Incredibly dumb.
So was it a mistake?
Probably, yes. Definitely a mistake, but he'll pay.
Has he apologized?
Yes, multiple times, but he will pay sometime.
Well-
At some point in the future, he will pay.
You should forgive him, as holding on to anger is
This is
like
the
holding
priest.
on to a
You're right.
hot coal.
I should forgive him for his horrible actions that he did by accident. You're right.
I'm just squeaking at you.
Yeah, as it's happening, I'll pick you up and put you on the wagon.
I scurry inside of the wagon.
Okay.
And what do I see?
Inside you see
Dead
stores of
bodies.
food, like bags of grain, things along those lines. You see some fruits and vegetables, firewood, tools,
Okay.
Normal caravan things.
books.
Okay. Now, what are these things contained in? Is it like barrels, boxes, things of that nature? I'm more looking for, is there any signia or symbol of what order these people might
Gotcha.
be a part of?
Gotcha. So in all the food stuff, so the grains, the fruits and vegetables, things of that nature, they are all in burlap sacks.
Okay.
All the wood is contained into a wood rack that's actually been built into the side of the wagon.
Okay.
The books, also bookcase built into the side of the wagon as well.
Okay. So I would like to scurry over to the books
Okay.
to see just at a glance what the majority of the titles might reflect their subject matter.
Okay.
Sees whether or not there is categorically a majority of subject matter.
Understood. As you walk over and you begin to look at the books, none of these spines have titles on them.
Very good. So I, as a field mouse, would like to climb up and attempt to topple a singular book, weight on the spine, out onto the floor of the wagon.
Yeah, we'll say there was one book that was from the wagon being moved and it slowly worked its way out to be past the rest of them. So you press on the spine and it falls to the floor.
And then I would like to, with my adorable little mouse feet, just push the page, the cover open,
Okay.
and look to see if there is anything inside on the title page.
On the first page on the inside, it is just a blank piece of paper, but you can see writing on the next page through it.
All right. Adorable little mouse paw flipping the page.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Mickey. Maki.
So on the next page in, you see written at the top, property of
Walt.
Dalt Wisney. Dalt Wisney.
trying to think of a good name here. Earbon?
Soccer Deuce.
Or
Earbomb?
Airbon. I'll say Airbon. Airbon Glamshell.
Glam shell.
Blam or glam?
Glam.
Oh.
Airbon Glamshell.
I'm familiar with Airbon Glamshell in any of my cultural research throughout my many years.
You are not, no.
Asparagus tender grass.
God damn it, Glenn.
That was Chell!
That was Chell?
Yeah, Glenn said Jock Jansen.
That
He's
was also
just
a
as
good
funny.
I love Jock Jansen. He makes banana band cakes. What is it? Airborne Glamshell?
Yep.
Have you seen Soot anywhere?
No.
Did you see him a while ago?
I haven't seen him in a while, and we need to go to the tower soon.
We can just continue down to. Do we all
I
drop
think we're
off
heading
sheep?
to
Go to the farmhouse.
Oh, right.
Westbridge.
To see his family.
I would like to crawl towards the front
Okay.
of the wagon. Is there anyone in the carriage seat?
There is not.
Delicious.
God. Oh, I just realized where this is going. I'll let it happen. I'm not even going to try to stop it. All right.
So
can't stop John.
are there two
I can try.
or one horses, you might say, at the front?
The
this-
horses have been unhooked from the wagon and are currently drinking water from the
In the
stream.
back.
Water from the stream? Okay. The horses are in the back. Very good. Okay.
See, I can't hear that without. I know it's not the next lyric, but I hear horses in the back. And you remember the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur? There's a line I always hear. I got the horses in the back and the Reeboks with the straps. I 100% know that's not what it is.
It would have worked, though.
But I can't hear it any other way now. Sorry. So the horses are currently drinking from the river stream in front of you.
Okay. So I will crawl back through the wagon back towards Mr. Fizzlewick and just kind of like poke my adorable little field mouse head
Okay.
through the opening and just squeal at you and outstretch my arms.
Sure, I put my hand out.
And I hop into your hand and then I point down at the ground.
Yep, I'll let you go.
Very good.
I would love if you spoke like Raz as a field mouse. Pick me up, Fizzlewick.
Mr. Fizzlewick, I'm a mouse now. Pick me up.
Yep.
Just mentally destroyed friend bot.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to crawl
Okay.
towards the horses.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but that's my...
I'm distracting them for you.
Very good.
How
Wait,
well are
how-
you distracting them?
Are you
talking
letting
about
us
my
know at all that
bandages.
you're back?
I mean,
Or gets
Mr.
Fizz-
Fizzlewick knows.
Nah, I'm
where
just
I-
kind of following this mouse
love
around.
this mouse.
I
Yeah.
didn't see you. I saw Fizzlewick
Yes.
go do it.
Little did you know, that's not even right.
Yeah,
It's just a cool fucking mouse.
It's a mouse, but whatever it is, this mouse is decisive, and I'm I'm here to
This
figure
is a
it out.
decisive-ass mouse. I'm
Yeah.
a follower.
Knows what it-
Honestly,
it's a
this
mouse that knows
mouse
what it wants.
can do anything, and I would follow it.
Okay, so you said the horses are both drinking water?
Yes.
Okay, so that would mean that they're preoccupied.
Yep.
Very good. So I know it's not obviously the same as an elephant is afraid of a mouse, as a horse would be afraid of a mouse, but I would like to...
Are elephants even actually afraid
They
of
are.
Are they?
Mythbusters tested it.
Yep.
Yeah, they actually are. Oddly enough.
How did Mythbusters test that?
They put a rock that had a string tied to it with a fake mouse underneath of it in an elephant enclosure, and they let the elephants just walk around and didn't expose them to anything. And then, like, none of them turned away from the rock. As soon as they pulled the rock over and they saw the mice, I think it was like 4 out of the 6 elephants they did it to all stopped, backed up, and walked around it.
What was this show? Biffmusters?
Yep. Yeah, with Hamey Gineman and
No, no. Cut the stream.
Man.
That's one of the best unintentional things I think we've ever had happen on. Really is.
That did not work. Oh my god.
Why is it always this stream? It's always
That right there, that's a ginerman.
and Saddam Avage.
Right?
Both of those are very good.
like
Holy shit.
Oh man, too bad we're not doing one that
Saddam
randomizes very
Avage
much.
is actually usable.
Yeah.
Saddam Avage.
Are you
is-
telling me Hamey Gineman is not? Why? Because it'll break everyone's concentration the whole time.
Oh man, that was fun. All right.
So, as a field mouse, I would like to attempt to, just crawl underneath one of the horses into the water and, like, swim. And then in the area where it's lapping up at the water, just burst through and poke my head out and squeal in its face.
All right. Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, how scary is my mouse chan? A 6.
Is he Chant or Mouse Chan?
Mouse chan.
Mouse chanting.
Kind of spooky. It's enough to make it stop drinking and step back.
Very good. I'll sink back down onto the water.
Like a fucking shark. Jesus Christ.
Make a con check.
Oh god, Red, this is where it ends.
A 12.
All right. So you still have some breath left in you. You're doing all right with your little tiny mouse lungs. I like to picture little tiny bubbles. Just what you all want to do? We good
Oh
with?
my god. I honestly, I don't want to talk to this priest anymore, and I want to continue.
All right.
Have a lovely
Yeah,
day.
I think we're done here. Except we don't have.
Enjoy your
Oh, Rez
travels.
is right there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you as well. His
So as
voice
far as
changed
most of
very
us are
quickly,
aware,
but
you're
it's
still a
because I
sheep,
remembered.
so-
You as well. Insert holy greeting here.
I don't
Are
know
you-
what that means.
Are you not? Is this your first time being a priest?
my first time as DM trying to think of a holy saying off the top of
be
my
with
head.
you. Peace be with you.
Be pith you.
I don't
By
think
the light of Pelor.
May your soul remain in your body.
I would say that.
I mean, he could be like a real bad priest.
That's what he goes
I
with.
have a soul.
I hope it stays in your body.
I have a body
Yes.
with skin.
What kind of
Yes.
skin?
Human skin.
Real skin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, well, have a good day. And he turns and begins to look back at the water, I suppose.
I am going to conclude my wild shape.
Okay.
And I will emerge from the water in the faces of the horses.
You don't even have to make an intimidation check. They are fucking terrified. They both buck up and begin running.
And I'll sink back under.
Okay.
Oh my
All right.
god!
I think there's a monster in the river.
Yes, those horses got very scared very quickly.
The
Are
bunch
you
of
gonna
scared
do-
horses, but we're gonna continue to walk away from you guys now because I don't have time for this
Bye.
shit. Sarah?
Goodbye.
I'm
Oh, I thought you were trying to hey, I want to talk.
no.
All right.
Are we
So-
walking with the shepherd to his house still?
Yep, you're still walking with them.
What I would like to do is walk beside fake Raz
Okay.
and just like tug at the bandages. Oh wait, but it's not.
Don't touch those.
It doesn't matter. It's you can't touch them.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Please don't touch my bandages.
I can't. It's,
Wait a yes.
it's
rip 'em off.
disguise. It's disguise self. It's
You
not-
don't know that.
We definitely know it's disgusting.
I mean, if
we
I
watched
go to
you do
touch
it.
you, I'm gonna feel.
Did you? I backed up and hid.
Dun dun dun.
Did you?
Yeah, I said I stepped back because I didn't want the man to see me.
Oh, but we all knew it was
I'm
you because we
pretty sure
watched
we
Raz
discussed the fact
disappear
that
into
we-
the,
That's
into
fair.
the
That we
sheep.
watched you do it.
Yeah, I thought we established that.
Also, I was calling you an idiot to your face.
Well, he also called himself an idiot a bunch.
Yeah. Gotta throw him off the trail, you know?
Let's get to this house.
Yeah. So, as
Raz,
you guys.
coming?
Well, I mean, I do need to breathe.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
You know who
I
doesn't
totally
need
need
to
to breathe. You don't. I'll crawl out
Okay.
from the water
Okay.
Looking like the girl from the ring.
onto the riverbank
Okay.
and just look for my friends.
As you begin
Friends.
looking around, the group of people that are seated alongside the riverbank are all like a staggered row of heads just staring at this bandaged man crawling out of the lake.
There's monsters in there.
Yes, I can see that.
Wait,
Do you feel blessed?
I feel threatened.
Good.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stand up. Then just walk over towards my friends and maintain eye contact with these people.
All right.
Have you ever seen this man before?
you're pointing to yourself?
I'm gonna point to the farmer.
Oh. No, I have not.
Me neither. Do you live around here?
Me? No. No, I live quite far from here.
Do all of you live quite far from here?
Yes.
How long since you were last home?
It's been quite some time we've traveled.
I already asked these questions just as an aside. You're talking to the same person.
But now he sees two bandaged people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
now he thinks Raz is a different bandaged
Okay,
person.
fair.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
was just gonna say, I just wanted to clarify.
Would you like to go home?
God.
Home is where I will find it.
What are you looking for?
I'll know when I see it.
I'm going to extend my hands and
Okay.
burst through my bandage gloves and unveil my claws.
Not that.
Are you sure?
Yes. He's gonna start to quickly back away.
Good luck.
Thank you. And he quickly walks away.
Come on, Rez. Give the break. Let's go.
What?
Don't you fucking dare.
So,
Don't you fucking dare.
Hold on, time out. Which one has the red X on the forehead? Knew this was gonna happen. Oh, it's a Rick and Morty joke.
oh, okay, sorry. All right, so you guys begin making your way back down the large path. As you're walking, the river follows parallel to the path that you're walking on. Not perfectly parallel, but relatively parallel. As you're walking along, you go some time with nothing happening. Sorry. As you're walking a little bit further, you notice there's a bank that connects to the river that you can see a little bit further down the path. At this bank, you see ruts that have been worn in by a wagon.
But no wagon currently there.
Right. Leading directly into the water.
A wagon leads directly into the water.
A wagon trail.
Well, wagon,
yes.
of course.
Yep. As you walk along a bit further,
What if there's priests for the monsters in the water?
there's some hills that, break your vision with the water. But as you're walking along, you come upon another clearing, and ahead of you on the water, a decent ways away, you see bubbles rising to the surface.
I drop my disguise.
Okay.
Now that Raz is back.
Yeah, you're now just stood again.
Oh. Oops.
What?
Well, I said all those things. Never mind.
So did I. It's all an act.
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check on her to see if I believe her?
Yeah, go ahead.
That would be a 19 with bonus.
I'm not really trying to hide
Yeah,
it.
you're an okay, I know.
So, as you guys walk along this path a little bit further, you're coming closer to the bubbles that you saw on the surface of the river from far away. As you're getting closer, you realize these bubbles are not as small as they appeared from where you were.
Big
They're
bubbles.
growing in size pretty quickly.
I'm just gonna write that in chat so I remember. Big bubbles.
And have that take up 2 lines. Big bubble.
Big.
Mr. Fizzlewick,
Yes.
do you have need for fish bones?
It couldn't hurt.
I agree. You can't dig in the water, can you? Have you ever tried?
No.
I can.
Be my guest.
Walk into the water.
All right.
I'm ready my flail and my shield, and I walk towards the water and stand right at the edge, just waiting.
All right. You going as well? All right. So as you walk closer to the water, as you're about 10 feet away,
Yeah.
the bubbles start to come up much more quickly, and they're much larger. Right as you get to the edge of the river and the bank, from the surface of the water comes bursting forth.
Lil Nas X.
Sorry. 3 humanoid figures that come. There's a group of people that all explode from the surface of the water. 3 of them you can see are men carrying shields with heavy weapons as they come from the water and just begin to walk onto land. You see a man dressed in robes with a symbol that I believe you might recognize. Sure do. You see a symbol that matches the symbol of the Cult of the Crushing Wave hanging from the priest's neck.
Which one's that?
It's the hourglass without the top.
Top.
And I don't know what this one is, so I actually have to Google it.
Is this on the same person or a different person?
This is going to be a different thing.
Interesting.
I told you there
Okay.
were monsters in the water.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, you were right.
That's twice now.
We're all gonna have to start listening to Soot sometimes.
Yeah, yes. Listen to Soot. Follow him.
I don't like that, Raz.
So, as all the people begin exiting the water, behind them erupts from the surface of the water a fairly large serpent head. So that's what you all see from far away. Nikolai and Zafira, you are pretty much right up on it.
How much do you need? 30-50?
So, the people that exited people that exited the water and began walking on land are going to begin walking toward you two. Go
I'll
ahead and
lower my flail a little bit and just kind of be shock and awe, like.
Okay. They approach and they go, "What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
It's none of your business."
I mean, you just walked out of water. That's pretty interesting.
It's pretty cool.
It is. You don't want to see what else we can do with water. Leave now.
Can you maybe
I mean,
make
leave your-
platforms
you're
in the
no-
air?
It's just this part of the river that's like your.
We're just,
All
we're just-
water is
We're
ours.
just passing by, to be honest. Like,
Then keep passing by.
You're being a little rude. Just a little bit.
I'm going to spin in a circle. You're still here.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining just that as the threat.
If you're still here when I face you again, I promise you it will be your death.
That's odd. My
And
movement speed is not
He
very
begins
fast.
to start spinning in a circle.
Can I do like an insight check, see if he's like.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna check too.
Mr. Fizzlewick.
16.
He's telling the
19.
truth.
He's serious.
I'm just gonna back away
Yeah, I'll take a
slowly.
step back.
But pretty quickly, to be honest.
Do you think they have bones?
They look like they have bones.
Do they look like they have bones,
Are these
actually?
humans?
Yeah, okay, human. Yeah, probably human bones.
As he's turning, I'm gonna like kind of look at everybody and get the okay. Like, are we doing this?
I'm backing up, to be honest. I'm terrified of these people, and I just want to get to this shepherd's house and put my feet up on his children's skin stool.
I'm not really. I don't say I'm terrified, but like he told me to leave, and I don't really see any reason not to.
That's fair.
Like, I don't need to attack this guy.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we're actually murder hobos except for John.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, you got all those bandages, you dress pretty poorly,
I'm
and
not
you like to
homeless.
murder.
I have a home
And skin.
and skin. I've never murdered anyone. None of these features define me. I throw a rock at the man.
Who's asking?
I throw a rock at the man.
Oh, fuck.
All right, roll to attack.
That is in the corner. An 18.
An 18. All right, give me a second. I'm going to say,
4
are you
minutes left in
attacking
stream.
one of the men carrying a shield and a great weapon or the priest?
The priest.
The priest. You rolled an 18. That definitely hits.
For 9.
Okay. And with that, everyone who's near them, go ahead and roll initiative. Which is great because then we'll get to pick up this combat next week, right as shit starts taking off.
Am I able to react before combat starts?
Absolutely.
I would like to cast Frostbite on his turned back. He makes a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And on a failed save, he takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll. I would assume it's disadvantage because he doesn't know that I'm doing it.
Yeah, what was the DC again?
14.
Con?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fails terribly.
Great.
Okay.
So he's going to take 3 cold damage and have disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll. I guess he's not going to use a weapon attack, so that's fine, I guess.
No, just write it down for next time.
Yeah. But I mean, he is a priest, so probably not using a weapon attack.
Just smack you with a book made of
It's an
water.
assumption.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me roll
I
my
rolled a
initiative.
19, by the way,
Hang
for
on.
initiative.
All right.
7.
Nikolai
Same.
19, Soot 7,
15 for me.
Zafira 15. Where was the other 7?
Me.
Okay. And Raz.
4.
Cool. Let me roll
I rolled a
for
natural
them
1.
real quick.
Oof.
And I'll go through the order
That's a
for
lot.
combat again next week.
It's a lot of those.
Don't even tell us what the real order is till next week.
I won't.
clothes, Nikolai.
I'll
Yeah,
get you their
yeah.
bones.
Yeah. So then after.
No, I had, yeah, nah, bones. I swatted my own eye.
And all right, so that's where we'll go ahead and leave it this week. It's about
Fucking
9
Christ.
o'clock.
Cool. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this evening's episode of Princes of the Apocalypse. That was an absolute blast to play. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the follows this evening and the bits as well. I'm going to read through them. We had Tatted Up Chick with the follow and the sub, the N7 with 5 bits, Storm the Troopers, 90 Garp, Balance Beast, and Super Beast with the follows, in Blue Box RPG with the 100 biddies. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you're new here, make sure you follow us. You can find us again. We do Dungeons and Dragons 3 to 4 times a week, depending on the week. Our schedule is down below in our panels. The next thing that we'll be doing this week is going to be Friday. I'll be doing a post-Halloween stream where I may or may not be dressed up in a costume. I probably will. And I'll be playing Luigi's Mansion 3 since it comes out on Thursday. We'll be doing some D&D related giveaways. So if you guys want to come hang out for that, that'll be fun. And then the next time we'll be back after that will be the following Tuesday, where will be the first episode of our new campaign, The City of Oshwamp, which is very exciting. And I cannot wait for that. Sarah and I are away this weekend, so we will not be doing Tales of Setendor on Sunday. So yeah, the next 2 streams this week will be Friday and then next Tuesday. But yeah, if you're new, you can find all of our content on YouTube as well as podcasts. We turn everything into a podcast. You can go to our website, notgreatrpg.com, to find all of our pertinent information, all of our social accounts and all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all there. So thank you guys so much for the follows and the bits and the love tonight in the chat. Can I get some this in the chat? Have a wonderful evening. We will see you. I'll see you on Friday because I'll be solo on Friday. But
And happy Halloween.
happy Halloween!
Happy
Yeah,
Halloween!
also happy
It's tomorrow.
Halloween.
For,
Yeah.
for some people, it's today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we are all technically dressed in Halloween costumes.
That's true.
I have a witch's hat.
I
You
am.
mean
I'm going
costume.
as a success for Halloween.
You're not fooling anyone.
I don't know.
Oh.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.